Nate.
Hi there, my name is Ivy.
Hi, my name is Cena Lily.
Hi there, my name is Private Dancer.
Hi there, my name is Cookmon.
Hey y'all, I'm Sivan Luna.
Hi there, my name is Bindan Hadid.
Hello there, I'm Nami, and welcome to
Bring the Heat, a North American Squad League Invitational.
Show your favorite influencers and streamers.
This will be competing 1v1 tournament.
With all proceeds going to winner's choice of charity.
This will be live from December 16th through December 18th.
On the North American Squad League YouTube channel.
Boy, I had so much of a hard time yesterday. You misread the clock just like I did. Yeah.
Listen here, chumps, and listen good. Ain't nobody gonna be able to beat Trex in this 1v1 tournament. I heard about it. They didn't want to invite me. They didn't want to let me in, but I forced my way in, and they're calling it Bring the Heat because Trex brings the heat. I mean, who do we even got as challengers? Private Dancer? We're gonna turn on mashed potatoes. G the Akayo, the guy can't even speak English right. Ben, well he done had it before and he's gonna get it again. Wheezy, Xena, Luna, ain't none of them gonna stand a chance against T-Rex. I'm the king of the dinosaurs and I'm the king of the 1v1, so prepare yourselves, cause I'm coming for every one of you.
Bring the heat. I'm gonna bring the heat alright. That dancing tater tot Private Dancer. He's gonna make a great appetizer. That T-Rex.
Yeah, your chair would be nice. That's alright, you can run off.
He stays extinct. And oh, my sweet cousin Luna. She's gonna know how much havoc this mess can wreak. A Goku, Kumon, Weezy, Pika. They're all gonna bow down to this demon queen. That crown is mine.
The darkest night.
Hello everyone, welcome to Bring the Heat. I'm your boy Pika, and this is why I'm going to win. Because I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. You got that?
I heard there was a North American Squad League. Influencer Invitational, Bring the Heat. What better way for me to show the world my power? I accept this challenge. And I've also heard there's mighty streamers and influencers across the land of the dawn competing. Xena, Pikachu, been done had it, and so much more.
And then she whips out the jug and
for the heat I am going to bring.
Dude, I did not mean to set her up for that.
Such a scorching fire. I am ready. And first on my list, G the Akayo. The man whose arms are bigger than his vocabulary. You are not ready for the force I'm going to bring. Your time is near. Take your time with your loved ones while you still can, cause G the Akayo, these arms are a little bit bigger. Next on my list, the man himself, T-Rex, king of the dinosaurs. There's a reason
Facebook all over again, guys.
Went extinct. Don't make me make it happen again. You have been spared, but now your time is near. Private Dancer. This has been a long time coming. The king of potatoes himself. The man who decimated my face on national television for the NACT Las Vegas Grand Finals. I've been waiting for this a long time. This is personal.
You know you can actually go and see them all on the studio, right?
Ready?
Like even daily, like who's using your videos and your stuff. There's a tab. I think there was. I checked it, if I'm not mistaken.
What are you doing?
Yeah, because I checked on it.
Hey, this is Cookmon, your soon-to-be favorite Twitch ML streamer. After
So,
I dominated this tournament.
Oh, you go ahead.
Guys, as one of the few female streamers participating on this tournament, I got to say.
Yeah. So on YouTube, if you go to copyright on the studio, you can actually see all the videos or the channels that are using your clips, like right now.
Also, guys, please forget about those cute, soft ooh girls. They're so out of Trex.
Oh yeah, I don't know how that is.
So y'all better watch out.
Yeah.
And lastly, be ready because I am going to bring that heat on and burn this competition into ashes.
You know, there have been a lot of talks and questions about who's going to be winning this thing, about who's going to be coming out on top.
Like what?
And for that answer, I come to you not as Private Dancer the King Tato, but as Private Dancer the Potato Pastor, singing you from the Gospel of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. And the Good Book says that there will be judgment, that there will be a reckoning. And the Good Book says that Private Dancer will not be moved by the likes of Cena Lily, a person who calls her followers.
Hey there, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Embe.
Hi there, my name is Sadie.
It was a catchy song. It was a good show.
My name is Private Dancer.
It was a good movie.
Hi there, my name is Cookmon.
Hey y'all, I'm Sivan
Hi there, my name is Bindan Hadid.
Hello there, I'm Nami, and welcome to
And welcome to Bring the Heat, a North American Squad League invitation.
Know your favorite influencers and streamers.
This will be competing 1v1 tournament.
Will all proceeds go into winner's choice of charity.
This will be live from December 16th through December 18th
On the North American Squad League YouTube channel.
Can't wait to see you guys there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Listen here, chumps, and listen good.
I watched it all the way.
Ain't
from the very
nobody
beginning.
gonna be able to beat Trex in this 1v1 tournament. I heard about it.
I
They didn't
am
want to
not.
invite me. They didn't want to let me in.
I
but
stopped
I
watching
forced
at, like,
my way in.
GX.
They're calling it Bring the Heat because Trex brings the heat. I mean, who do we even got as challengers? Private Dancer? We're gonna turn on mashed potatoes. G the Akayo, the guy can't even speak English, right? Ben, well, he done had it before and he's gonna get it again. Wheezy, Xena, Luna, ain't none of them gonna stand a chance against T-Rex. I'm the king of the dinosaurs and I'm the king of the 1v1, so prepare yourselves, cause I'm coming for every one of you.
Bring the heat. I'm gonna bring the heat all right. That dancing tater tot private
What's
dancer.
up?
Gonna be a great appetizer. And that T-Rex with his little arms.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't suspect a.
And oh, my sweet cousin Luna. She's gonna know how much havoc this is to wreak.
Well, everybody else was playing the jungle. They were doing really well, and then I was like, you know, like I got like a 65% win rate with him on. I'm a fucking boss, and then he pulls out a damn dog.
Hello everyone, welcome to Bring the Heat. I'm your boy Pika, and this is why I'm gonna win. Because I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. Got that?
It was alright.
I heard
I just said,
there was a
fuck
North
it.
American
Yeah, I'm
squad
gonna go
league.
all in.
Influencer
I'll
Invitational.
Vosk it all the
Bring
way up.
the heat.
I'll pull a bin.
What
Pick
better
one
way for
character.
me to show the world my power? I accept this challenge. And I've also heard there's mighty
That's why I
streamers
said
and
I'll pull a
influencers
bin.
across the land of the dawn competing. Xena,
Yo, dude.
Pikachu, been done had it, and so much more.
See, we know
You
who
are
the
not
true
ready
fans are, the people
for
that
the
are like in the
heat.
chat right now.
I am going to bring
They're like,
the
they're
land
ready.
of the
They've
dawn
been
has never
waiting.
seen
Did
such
you,
a scorching fire.
are we doing the giveaway again tonight?
I am ready. And first on my list, G the Akayo. The man whose arms are bigger than his vocabulary. You are not ready for the force I'm going to bring. Your time is near. Take your time with your loved ones while you still can, cause G the Akayo, these arms are a little
I mean,
bit
if I
bigger.
pull up a wheel and I had the set of
Next
night,
on my list,
I don't have access to
the man
the knob
himself,
spot.
T-Rex, king of the dinosaurs. There's a reason why the
That's fine with
dinosaurs
me.
went extinct. Don't make me make it happen again. You have been spared, but now your time is near. Private Dancer.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
This has been a long time
everything's
The
solid
king of
right now. I'm
potatoes
implementing cameras when they come in, but
who decimated my face on national television for the
so
NASL
change keyword.
Las Vegas Grand Finals. I've been
Oh
waiting
yeah,
for
you
this
have
a
it on
long
keyword.
time.
Okay, you're good. Okay, I thought that was
This
like
is
a
personal.
click when you set the keyword.
I am coming for you.
Are
you ready?
Yeah, so you would make it to channel like users. They're all turned off. I don't know what users means. Does it give you like a list? Oh yeah, it does. Right. Turn them all on.
Babe, what are you doing?
Well, over here you should say users. You see?
Hey, this is Cook
I would say just keep all of those on. It don't matter.
After I dominate this tournament. Guys, as one of the few female streamers participating on this tournament,
yeah, so
I got to say your boys are all going down. Yes, I said it. They're all going down. I'm going to have to teach them.
Yeah, and then all you have to do is roll it, and it'll pick one of those people that made the name.
Also, guys,
I like that's fine.
Forget about those cute, soft ooh girls. They're so out of trust. I'm gonna turn that ooh into an ow ow, so y'all better watch out. And lastly, be ready because I am going to bring that heat on. And
can you just create or give me a pinned comment to put in there, or can
you know there have been a lot of talks and questions about who's going to be winning this thing, about who's going to be coming out on top. And for that answer, I come to you not as Private Dancer the King Tato, but as Private Dancer the Potato Pastor, singing you from the Gospel of the Good Book of Mobile Legends.
Oh, yeah,
and
like
the Good Book says that there will be judgment, that there will be a reckoning. And the Good Book says that Private Dancer will not be beaten by the likes of Cena Lily, a person who calls her followers sinners.
Next time we gotta put production
or people like Trex and J. Diego, or Steph Weezy. Steph Weezy, a name like an upper respiratory infection, an infection of the soul. An infection of the spirit.
Okay, but
an infection that I will snuff out with the glorious good light of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. I
didn't go to college for time. Jesus Christ.
The heat of fire and brimstone. The heat that will sanitize us and cleanse us of the demons.
I think any scan, yeah.
Amen.
Okay.
Yo.
Caster Desk
so to participate in this 1v1 tournament, I have to trash talk the competition, which in my case, not really an issue. So I'm gonna start at the top of the list. Trex Senpai. We have history. He has beat me twice. I beat him one time. I'm looking to get revenge. Next up, I'm actually really scared of Pika. Pika's like the highest rated player out of all of us. Mythic Glory 1,000 points, best friends with Moba Zane. Like, this dude plays with all the pros all the time, but he's a support. He's like a tank main, and so he's like that Angela
giving away
who
kids
plays
for,
with a boyfriend
in exchange for taters
for boyfriend. So that's Pika. I'm not too worried about it, but kind of still a lot scared. Yeah, I'm scared. Next up, we have G. Now, G is really good at
talk about
Zask
taters and tots, and then I got confused.
That's it. So, not really worried about that one. I think we'll be all right. Then we got Private. Private's like a potato XP laner. I'm not really worried about that. We've gone head up one time in the lane, and I think I dominated. So, I'm not worried about Mr. Potato, but he could have a couple tricks up his sleeve. Next up, I think we have Wheezy. Now, Wheezy is actually the only pro, I think, in this event. I think, at least. And he's got like 3 pro teams, but all of them suck. So I don't think I should be worried too much. Now, me and Wheezy actually have history as well. We were in a tournament together a long time ago, and the only thing he could play was Valier and Veil in the off lane. So I think I'm good. Next up, we have Kookman. Kookie Main. She's a Florin main. So I'm not worried again. You know, what are you gonna do? Heal me to death? And then we got Imbe. Never seen her play, but I've heard her voice, and if she hits me with a screech attack, it would be super effective. Let's see, who else do we have? That's it.
I'm already claiming this trophy.
Who else am I scared of? No one.
Oh, I didn't even see you guys there. Don't mind the guys in the back. I heard there was people talking about me behind my back. And you know what I have to say about that? what I have to say is that there's a potato participating that doesn't even have hands or arms. Then you have a T-Rex that doesn't even have the capability to hold a phone with both hands. And then there's a Pika. I'm gonna make him Pikachu out of here. And I got, you know, Ben, he can't do this, you know? So this is G, the Aiko, and I'm gonna win it all.
I am the champion of 1v1. And I am here to become the best of the best of the upcoming 1 vs 1 tournament. And you're about to see it, because I was called Chicken's parents. But no, you know why? Because I taught him how to play. And you are about to see. I am Avery, the best of the best.
Sorry, so what?
Hi, I am MLBB Plays. This is my first time doing this, but I'm gonna do my best. I don't think I'm gonna win. I already know I will. Because I believe in beginner's luck. So, good luck to all and may the best player wins.
Hey guys, just so you know, it's your girl Luna. So, I have some news for you guys today.
Is it a scam or are people too gullible?
So some random group called like a North American Squad League called me out. I don't even know who these people are. They called me out. Apparently, they want to 1v1 me in some battle called Bring the Heat. Okay, I'll bring the heat. Anyways, I am the heat. Anyways, there's this potato. His name's Private. You think I'm gonna be scared of a potato? Like, look at me. I eat potatoes for breakfast. Like, let me just pour some salt on that, you know? I eat potatoes like you for breakfast. I will mash you up, bake you. I'm a chef. They call me Chef Luna for a reason. Anywho, who else? There's a dinosaur, T-Rex, T-Rex senpai. First of all, I don't know about the senpai, but can you even ooh? Hold on. How do your arms go like this? Can you ooh?
I'll probably fucking slip something in my cup.
Ooh, that sounds
oh, dude, I was fucking, dude,
no?
I fucking,
and then there is my
I sent those bowling balls.
Girl, love you, but you know.
I sent my knee to the ground, fucking A. The next morning I was feeling that, I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna have to.
It was fucking fun though.
Exile your booty cheeks
Randall?
back to the abyss. Bye, girl. Bye bye. And then, Weezy, I got you, bro. I got you.
Oh, no.
I have to move your butt cheeks, but I got you at the end. I got this for you. I can't breathe. And then GDA I don't know, like. I don't know what your message was trying to get across there, but bro, I'm gonna pray for you. Let's have a moment of silence, please. Love you. I'm gonna beat your butts.
Hello, Nami. I have something for you. Trex, private dancer, and G, the Aiko, wants to bring the heat.
All those squares. That boy training.
Did anyone call for this chick? I don't know.
Oh, well, with all due respect, what I heard is that there's a traitorous scumbag standing here.
Thank you.
Some broad.
Excuse me. Terribly sorry for the interruption. But tell me, may I have the honor of taking your life this evening?
What? I thought you said we needed an hour on this one.
Hey there, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Embe.
Hi there, my name is Ivy.
Hi, my name is Sina Lily.
Hi there, my name is Private Dancer.
Hi there, my name is Cookmon.
Hey y'all, I'm Sivan Luna.
Oh, so then I wasn't early.
Hello there, I'm Nami, and welcome to
Bring the Heat, a North American Squad League invitation.
Know your favorite influencers and streamers.
This will be competing.
And you said add another 30 minutes, which would have been
all
an hour.
proceeds going to winner's choice of charity.
This will be live from December 16th through December 18th.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Squad League YouTube channel.
Can't wait to see you guys there.
Didn't I start it at 7:30? What?
Listen here, chumps, and listen good.
I started the
Ain't
stream
nobody gonna be able to beat
23 minutes
Trex in
ago.
this 1v1 tournament. I heard about it. They didn't want to invite me. They didn't want to let me in, but I forced my way in, and they're calling it Bring the Heat because Trex brings the heat. I mean, who do we even got as challengers? Private Dancer?
I
We're gonna turn in mashed
swear I was
potatoes.
right on
Akayo,
time, and
the
then
guy
some
can't even
private was like,
speak
nope,
English,
we
right?
gotta add an hour. And
Well,
I'm
he
like,
done had
what?
it before, and he's
And I
gonna
was
get it
like-
again. Wheezy,
And
Xena,
then
Luna,
fucking-
ain't
and
none
then
of them gonna
T-Rex is
stand
like,
a chance
we're
against
on in
T-Rex.
5. I'm like,
the
what?
king of the dinosaurs,
This is
and I'm the
39
king
minutes
of the
in.
1v1. So prepare yourselves, cause I'm coming for every one of you.
Bring the heat. I'm gonna bring the heat.
Oh my
alright.
god.
That dancing tater tot private dancer. He's gonna make a great appetizer. That T-Rex with his little arms. He's
I
gonna be
don't
I'm gonna make
and
sure
I'm-
he
I'm
stays
confused.
extinct. And oh, my sweet cousin Luna, she's gonna know how much
Well.
havoc this C-list can wreak. A Goku, Kumon, Weezy, Pika, they're all gonna bow down to this demon queen. That crown.
Literally just came out with like a.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Bring the Heat. I'm your boy Pika, and this is why I'm gonna win. Because I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. You got that?
I heard there was a
Pika?
North American Squad League.
Is Pika in the
Influencer
can yet?
Invitational, bring the heat. What better way for me to show the world my power?
Okay.
I accept this challenge. And I've also heard there's mighty streamers and influencers across the
I was
land
just
of the
getting
dawn
cams and
competing.
match going.
Xena, Pikachu,
This stress too much, Private.
and so
Fucking
much more.
Embarrass this
You
potato
are not
from me,
ready
Pika.
for the heat I am going to bring. The land of the dawn has never seen
No, listen, if
such
he does,
a scorching
fucking
fire.
Jesus.
I am ready. And first on my list, G the Akayo. The man
Oh, geez.
whose arms are bigger than his vocabulary. You are not ready for the force I'm going to bring. Your time is near. Take your time with your loved ones while you still can, because G the Akayo.
Marksman Angela.
These arms are a little bit bigger. Next on my list, the man himself, T-Rex, king of the dinosaurs. There's a reason why the dinosaurs went extinct. Don't make me make it happen again. You have been spared, but now your time is near. Private Dancer. This has been a long time coming. The king of
Wheezy, Ben,
potatoes himself.
Xena, do you guys want in the
The
lobby?
man who decimated my face on national television for the NACT Las Vegas Grand Finals. I've been waiting for this a long time. This is personal. I am coming for you.
She's like, I'm in again.
Are you ready? Be prepared, Private Dancer.
Yeah, people won't hear me still, so I'll be talking in the background.
Babe? What are you doing?
Yeah, am I not wrong, bro? Homie Nice is saying it's 7. What? I don't understand.
This tournament.
I'm so confused.
Guys, as one of the few female streamers participating on this tournament, I got to say Your
That's what I
boys
thought, but then Private was like, add an hour. I'm like, whoa.
Yes, I said it. They're all going down. I'm going to have to teach them how to play this game properly, and yes, they'll just have to go through the pain and learn their lessons.
That's what I thought, you know. And then I was like, 30 minutes ago, I was like, bro, there's only 3 of us. Are we good? Like,
So out of track. I'm gonna turn that
I can tell, man.
into an ow ow, so y'all better watch out. And lastly,
All right, lobby's already then.
I am going
We start in 30 seconds.
and burn this competition into ashes.
You know, there have been a lot of talks and questions about who's going to be winning this thing, about who's going to be coming out on top. And for that answer, I come to you not as Private Dancer the King Tato, but as Private Dancer the Potato Pastor, singing you from the Gospel of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. And the Good Book says that there will be judgment, that there will be a reckoning. And the Good Book says that Private Dancer will not be beaten by the likes of Cena Lily, a person who calls her followers sinners. Or people like Trex and G the Akayo, or Steph Wheezy. Steph Wheezy, a name like an upper respiratory infection, an infection of the soul, an infection of the spirit, an infection that I will snuff out with the glorious good light of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. I will be indeed bringing the heat of fire and brimstone, the heat that will sanitize us and cleanse us of the demons. Amen.
Yo, so to participate in this 1v1 tournament, I have...
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Bring the Heat in the Land of the Dawn, the North American Squad League 1v1 Influencer Invitational, where your favorite 12 streamers are going to be competing for a total prize pool of $1,200 to donate to their favorite charity, and also 50,000 diamonds on the line. Today's the final day. It's been an insane battle all the way from Friday down to Sunday, and some of us being knocked out, but there's still some huge influencers kind of in the way still. Speaking of knocked out, Ben was one of the ones who took me out to the lower bracket. But how you doing today, Ben and Xena?
Good, man, good. Ready for this first match. We're starting off with a banger. There will be no slow build up, no crescendo to them. We're starting on a bang with Pika into Private. This is gonna be a hype match. I'm super hyped. Xena, who you got for this first match?
I'm gonna go with Private.
Ooh.
Because we've been longtime friends and I know he could kick Pika's butt.
Well, I don't know. Pika has that helmet, so I might give him a little bit more, power in that fight. I don't think Private's coming. I don't know if the potato's enough protection against that helmet. But speaking of things going forward, guys, appreciate everybody that's been donating. Bring Christmas to Kids. That is active over on YouTube. We've already raised around $360. So for those who don't know, it is an active donation out there. Any amount counts. Doesn't matter if it's $1. If it's $100, that's even more better. But like we said, no amount counts. And everybody that's been donating, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for bringing Christmas to kids all around the world.
Yeah, it's big stuff. Honestly, we're able to come together and do something really cool. I think all total, I'm hoping to maybe we could pump that 360 to a 500 today through the chat. Then we'd be donating 1,700 total. Maybe we even get to 2K. That's crazy that this grassroots movement in North America came together and was able to accomplish that for the kids for Christmas. I think there's no better use for our time. I'm just super happy to be a part of all of this.
Yeah, super happy indeed. Speaking of things, though, like we said, Pika versus Private. Now, this is going to be an insane match. Like we said, today is the finals. We've seen some insane lineups, some insane picks, and I'm expecting kind of that same energy, possibly at an even higher level now that we're finally, at the finals. Speaking of finals, though, Ben, you're still in, right? So maybe
Easy.
You plan on taking it home?
Yeah, what do you
Don't
think
be
about
putting
the
names on my target. Easy. I'm trying to slide. I'm trying to slip through to the finals. If we could get through a couple more matches, because 1v1, I mean, at odds, it's 50-50, if you just broke it down basically like that. And so, if you play so many 50-50s, eventually you're going to lose one. So I think I've been really lucky to make it this far. I'm hoping to just squeeze by this next matchup and hopefully land myself in the finals. I mean, we've got a lot of big hitters left in this. I think everybody who's taken an L, not me, but everybody who's taken an L went to all of their mains. Everybody's playing dead serious. T's on Khalid, right? G's on Zas. There's no more joking around. We're playing at top peak gameplay. So today is going to be sweaty, Xena.
Yes, it is going to be sweaty. Are you going to be afraid of who's going to win this next match right now? That's who you'll be going against, right?
Yeah, so I will go against the winner of Pika and Private. And honestly, I'm hoping some way they like tie and both lose and they're both out because I don't want to play either one of them. Honestly, I'm
Both
scared
out.
of both of them. In full transparency, I'm scared of both of them. Let's go
Hello,
into the
everyone.
intros for the boys, though.
Welcome to Bring the Heat. I'm your boy Pika, and this is why I'm going to win. Because I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. You got that?
You know, there have been a lot of talks and questions about who's going to be winning this thing, about who's going to be coming out on top. And for that answer, I come to you not as Private Dancer the King Tato, but as Private Dancer the Potato Pastor, singing you from the Gospel of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. And the Good Book says that there will be judgment, that there will be a reckoning. And the Good Book says that Private Dancer will not be beaten by the likes of Xena Lily, a person who calls her followers sinners. Or people like Trex and G the Akayo, or Steph Wheezy. Steph Wheezy, a name like an upper respiratory infection, an infection of the soul, an infection of the spirit, an infection that I will snuff out with the glorious good light of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. I will be indeed bringing the heat of fire and brimstone. The heat that will sanitize us and cleanse us of the demons. Amen.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, looking at the versus up first game of the finals, we have Private Dancer over there against Pika. This is going to be an intense matchup. Definitely vote who you guys think will take this win. But speaking of votes, if I had to give it to one, I don't know. We've seen Private kind of play that aggressive play style on that Jawhead to give G the Akayo that hard time on that Amon. Pika, though, kind of dominating as well, being able to secure some of these wins. So I got to say, this is a very hard one to choose from. But if I have to vote for one, I'm going to give it to Pika only because he's a little bit higher in rank than Private, right? And he's actually playing with professionals all the time. I feel like Private is too, but Pika just probably a little bit higher in glory. So definitely my vote is going to lean toward his favor.
Yeah, Pika's definitely the highest rated player in our whole tournament. 1,900 mythic glory points, right? This guy is top of the top, cream of the crop, right? And I want to see if we can get something from the Cams boys. Give me a power up from the Potatoes. Give me some helmet gang for the helmet boys. Let's see it fired up for this matchup. We got to start this thing off right. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. Private may surprise you. He's been bringing out a lot of different heroes, so I wonder what his next hero will be at this against Pika. Might surprise.
Well, I think, at the end of this, we got to make sure that it is actually Pika underneath that helmet. Just to check. Maybe need to make sure it's Private behind that potato as well, because you never know. It could be G the Akayo over there trying to take my diamonds from me.
Well, let's get into our first game of the night, boys. It is Pika versus
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
What is that? That's Private's playing?
All troops deployed.
What do you mean?
What's Private playing right now?
He is playing Boxia.
He is playing Boxia at the moment. So Pika's bringing out Harley again. I want to see if we can keep that momentum up and still kick butt with his Harley.
This is interesting. I didn't expect the Boxia pick. Definitely a surprise, but we've known Private Dancer kind of play a very aggressive, and that is definitely an aggressive pick. But looking at Pika, a hero we've kind of seen him run before, that Harley. And when he plays this Harley, you're expecting him to kind of play a little bit into that early game, take those early kills, and try and get those 3 kills before we get to that 15-minute mark. And that's kind of been his play style so far. But Private Dancer, on the other hand, is going to possibly be doing the same, but he is going that tank. He does have the jungle emblem on. He has that retribution. Both of them with the retribution, matter of fact. But Private able to kind of clear a little bit faster.
If I was Pika, I would be so scared of this matchup because once he gets a couple defensive items, like, how are you going to get through this beefy boy, right? But right here, we have an invade onto the blue buff. Pika's in there poking, making sure he can't do this for free. Private is aggressing back. Will he be able to catch up and do some damage? The jump has already been used. First bits of poke coming out here, and it does not go in Private's way. Private might have been off a little bit more than he could shoot. Damage goes in. He hops in again. He's trying to finish the first blood right here. Private's taken really low. Can Pika finish? Pika does finish for first blood pre-level 4.
Even though Private stole Harley's blue buff, he still took the L on that one, but will he be able to come back?
I mean, that was close, right? It was down to the wire, but Pika a little bit more of an advantage. I think he just had used his skill initially first in that fight, and that was able to help him win that trade. But it is 1-0 right now. We know the rules. First to 3 kills will win this game. If not, once we hit that 15-minute mark, they're going to be forced to kind of fight it out in that mid lane. But speaking about Pika right now, right? He is level 4, private level 4 as well, so he's not behind in levels. But if you take a look at the items, Arcane Boots over there from Pika, got to give that magic pin. But wait a minute. Private Dancer kind of clearing in his jungle, has full HP. Pika able to slide by. Definitely, that was very risky. If Private could have caught him right there, he could have possibly got a pick off to even out the score.
Pika is very low, and Private's looking like a hungry man trying to get some lunch right here. Pika's been caught in his jungle. A lot of damage onto Pika. Private's taking a lot of... He does kill him! Pika stayed too long in his own jungle. Private ties it up 1-1.
Even with throwing out his ult, he wasn't able to take down Private with all of his tankiness, and he's there able to take his blue buff, go back to his lane, clear it. He was able to take the win on that one.
That's the thing about like both of these heroes, right? Harley has a little bit of mobility to his side, kind of teleport and get out of the way, but the Boxia, right? When he's able to go into that wheel form and chase you down, he's hard to run away from, and that's kind of what we've seen even from Pika. Used to having that Harley for the mobility to be able to escape, but Private Dancer having other plans is going to go ahead and, you know, provide that aggressive gameplay. But let's look at the items right now, right? Private has Tough Boots, possibly getting that for that Harley over there, but Harley has the Arcane, which works against Private for that additional magic pin. 1-1 right now, 3 minutes in, and it's pretty close, but I want to see how it goes forward. Who's going to get the second kill?
I think if I was Private, I'd be slowing the game down here. And I was going to say that before he hopped in and found Pika massively greeding for a blue buff, right? And just honestly punished greatly in Pika's greed. But right now, I think Private is really happy with the game state. Harley is so strong in these first 6 levels. He has all the poke. He's ability to go 100-0 with the ultimate, right? But now that we're getting into a little bit past that moment for Harley, he really has to worry about this tankiness and mobility from the Basha, because Basha can catch up after he dashes, and we see a little bit of engagers, you know.
Yes, it's exciting seeing them that they're being so aggressive and going in, you know, to not taking their time. Private's chasing him. Oh, he's making him go on the run. Oh, is he able to take him out? Second time. Oh, he's able to take him out a second time. Wow.
Private Dancer leading 2-1 right now. What a turnaround. We've seen Pika get first blood, and we were asking ourselves, would Private be able to come back? And already 2 kills on the way, not even 5 minutes in. And he's going to go ahead and take some of that farm as well to try and increase that advantage, which is going to give him level 7, right? Like you said, kind of delaying, waiting a little bit later, having some of that magic defense on your side may be a little bit more helpful against Pika. But speaking of magic, right? If you look at what Private's building, he's going for that cursed helmet, which is going to also provide damage, but not only damage, a little bit of magic defense to work against Pika on that Harley as well. But we know Pika has to play a little bit safer now. Private only needs 1 more kill to close this game out.
Right, but if you don't aggress as the Harley, when are you going to win this, you know? So you can't just, like, let this game roll out of proportion, because Private's going to be building more MR, a minute more MR. The gold is pretty similar here, 300 difference, so that's not like a major item breakpoint or anything like that. But right now, Private has double buffs on. He's looking for a fight right here. If he can get damage, he thinks even under a turret, he might be able to pull it off.
Well, Private's not playing scared. He's going in, aggressing after him. He's making Pika go on the run at the moment. Pika's playing more scared and defensive at the moment because he knows if he gets that next loss, he's going to be out.
Definitely a hard situation indeed. Pika already down to a quarter of HP. Private's sitting pretty strong right now, and that's one of the things that you get when you're running that tankier hero. Able to take a lot of that damage, especially from that deadly magic that Harley provides. But wait a minute, Harley rushing in.
Oh,
looks like Private's going to go for the kill.
Oh, shoot, so close.
Escape.
Pika playing within an inch of his life right here, but we're seeing as this game progresses, Harley's not being able to do what he normally wants to do, right? Hop in 100-0 hero. That's not even an option against the Basha right now, right? But even going forward, how many times does Harley have to jump in, do damage, go back out? Where Basha, all he has to do is get 1 good engage and it's over.
Oh, Private is playing very aggressively, getting the damage from the turret though, but he's able to gain back his life back so quickly, so he has no issue with that. I don't know, it's looking very grim for Pika at the moment.
Yeah, Pika trying to figure some things out, right? If you're looking at his items, he has that Genius Wand in effect with some additional magic pin. But Private just continually, you know, to go for this farm, go for these jungle creeps, to kind of increase that level against Pika. He has 1 level, actually 2 levels on him now. Only 6 minutes in, he is leading in kills. All he needs is 1 more to kind of close this game out. But Pika looks like he's gonna go for possibly more pin, more magic damage to kind of get into, you know, burst down Private Dancer right now. So he's not really doing too much damage for Private to worry about.
They have a small engage coming, but guys, while I'm thinking about it, type hashtag BTH2022 into the chat to join our giveaway. I believe 6 winners will be chosen again today, so guys, join so you can win a little bit of skins for yourself. I think it's 6 skins will be given away, 1 for each winner. Good luck. Enter hashtag BTH2022.
Fun, 6 skins. Oh, it looks like they're engaging here at the buck. It looks like Private's gonna take him out. It looks like. Oh, and there goes the win to Private. Our favorite potato has won it. What'd I say?
Yeah, you actually did.
What'd I say?
Right on the money, right on the money. Private Dancer able to secure that win over Pika. That was a fast game too, only 7 minutes in. Impressive. And that's kind of what we expected from Private. A little bit more of that aggressive nature toward him. But Pika, you know, on that Harley is that more of that aggressive play style as well. We know he wanted to rush in and get those kills, but looks like Private was a little bit more proficient at it.
Yeah, big game for Private coming out there, punishing the Harley pick. And we had talked before this even started. He was like, I wonder if Pika's going to run the Harley again. And I was like, I don't think so. But Pika runs the Harley again, but this time it runs into something a little bit more tanky and is totally punished. Well played from Private, thinking through the picks and thinking what he's good on and figuring out a good strategy to go against into Pika. Pika's a high-rated player. This was not an easy game. Well done.
Yes, it looks like Pika will get another chance, though, to come back to go against you later on.
Oh, God.
So, what do you think about that?
Now I have to play Private, so it was a lose for me.
Was it Private or you?
Yeah.
I don't
So
know
whoever won that game, I played.
Oh,
so I'm not happy with any outcome here. Honestly, I'm scared of both of them. So I'm
forgot
trying
you
to
would.
squeak by 1 more game, and I'm in the finals. But now Private goes to the losers bracket, and I believe he will be facing the winner of the Nami Trex game, which will be our next match. So good luck to both those guys. You will be seeing Pika if you win.
It's gonna be an exciting time. I mean, who do you guys would think, you know, would take that one? Nami kind of surprised me. It took me out of the game, you know? Got me off guard. I thought I had it at first. You know, I took the first blood. Everything was looking good. And then out of nowhere, man, her inner Simpsons just channeled, and she was able to take me down.
Yeah, so we're actually going to be saying bye to one of our wonderful casters on the desk. Xena, it was wonderful to have you. Anything to say to the boys before you go?
Well, good luck on the rest of your games, guys. Pika, hopefully you could come back, whoever is T-Rex or Nami. But, good luck on your games, guys.
We are back with 1 less member. But, speaking of members, like I said, this next game, I'm expecting a lot, right? Trex versus Nami. I'm excited to see what this is gonna bring to the table. If you had to kind of give a prediction, who would you go for, Ben?
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna give it to T, and the reason I'm gonna give it to T is because I'm expecting Khalid versus Cho match, right? And oh wait, we're actually not going to that match at all. We're going to AV versus Akayo. So that's a whole different prediction, BZ. Honestly, this game is gonna be really tough. Like, these guys have shown some really adaptive picks, and G has been incredibly aggressive on the Zask early, and I wonder what AV has in mind for that, as he knew this match was coming, right? He had a little bit of a night to prepare. What do you see in the AV Akayo matchup? What might we say? I think Zask, but will he play the Harith again on the AV side?
Ooh, that's going to be a tough one, right? I mean, if he plays Harith and he plays Zask, I guess that'll be a double mage match, which will be the first one that we see today. It'll be kind of interesting, right? But, I mean, we've seen GD Akayo run the Amon too, running that Assassin. Didn't really have the easiest time on it. I think the Zask was a lot better for him, so possibly picking that up.
That's one way to put it, yep.
Yeah, I would say kind of using what's been working with for him so far. But speaking about what's been working, let's go ahead and take a look at the winner from match 1 today. Private's going to go ahead and make a special appearance on the desk.
Woo!
Hey, what's going on, guys? Let me tell you, that was a particularly sweaty match. I was really worried, especially with Pika up there. But man, we are back, and we're gonna have an even more intense match here coming up. Like you guys just said, Akayo taking on AV. And you have to wonder, are we going to be sticking with the picks that we had, or did we feel the mortality from yesterday with that Herod pick?
Definitely, I'm wondering how it's gonna go, right? I mean, we've seen a couple of new picks here and there. I feel like Zask really worked well on G. I think he kind of dominated that entire game. So maybe just sticking with what works, maybe his possible plan. But the question is, you know, AV, have a little bit of that higher hero pool, maybe able to work around and give G a harder time. And I'm wondering if he's thinking that's what G's gonna slot. You know, the question is really, I'm wondering what AV's gonna kind of pick up here.
Yeah, it could be he has something prepared for the Zask, because G has kind of shown that, hey, I fell down in the bracket, I'm going to run Zask, but he may be baiting, right? Like, I got a couple tricks up my sleeve, you know, ready for a little bit later on, maybe. And so I think G may have something left, but he's also thinking, hey, if I lose again, I'm out. And so that fear can sometimes put you onto your comfort, but you could use that against them. So it's always a mind game in these matchups, because we're going in blind and they're not able to ban and they're not able to see what each other picks and counter pick. It's a really fun mind game throughout all the days, seeing who played what, who played it well, what can you play well into that. It's been a really cool evolution of the tournament. But Private, man, that last game, man, I see you on that Basha.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking he usually likes to play tanks, but he had already mixed it up. He was going to go with something squishier, a little bit more of an assassin, and something magic based too. So I wanted to go with something that one could withstand the magic and maybe could withstand a lot of the damage output that he could come out with. So, and something that could push early. That's been seeming like a winning strategy here. But man, if you guys are just joining us, 12 influencers came together, $1,200 on the line. Bring the Heat, the North American Squad League's final event of the year, a charity event. You can see right there in the chat that we are accepting donations for Toys for Tots here tonight. Also, for you viewers here just tuning in, don't really have that much money, but want some of that Christmas or holiday cheer, hashtag BTH2022 for your chance to win one of 6 skin giveaways that will be drawn here at the end of the night. Thank you. I just want to put a very special thank you, first of all, to the people in the back who've been working so hard. Akayo, who doubles as a player and running the production in the back. Trex doing the same, and Ritz in the back as well, who've been and Wheezy, who all had a great part in putting all of this stuff together. And of course, all of the influencers who not only donated their time, but donated their $100 each to get into this, and in some cases donated their cheeks for me to be clapping here for the last few days. But without further ado, I think we can go ahead and get on into the promos.
Oh, I didn't even see you guys there. Don't mind the guys in the back. I heard there was people talking about me behind my back. And you know what I have to say about that? What I have to say is that there's a potato participating that doesn't even have hands or arms. Then you have a T-Rex that doesn't even have the capability to hold a phone with both hands. And then there's a Pika. I'm gonna make him Pikachu out of here. And I got, you know, Ben, he can't do this, you know? So this is G, the Akayo, and I'm gonna win it all.
I am the champion of the 1v1. And I am here to become the best of the upcoming 1 vs 1 tournament. And you're about to see it, because I was Gold Chicken's parents. But no, you know why? Because I taught him how to play. And you are about to see it. I am AV, the best of the best.
Sorry, so what?
Ooh, what? Some promos from both AV and also G the Akayo. like we said, this is the final, so I'm wondering how this is gonna go. A lot is on the line, right? $1,200 to your favorite charity. Also, 50,000 diamonds going to the winner of Bring the Heat 1v1 Influencer Invitational. So I'm excited to kind of see what today brings. Are we going to see GD Akayo kind of bring out the Zas God today to kind of close out this game? Or are we going to see AV with one of those comfort pocket picks trying to take him down?
Yeah, look at these versus pictures, man. Look at them. Both boxers. One's in the gym working out. These two could like spar together sometime. Like they're both in the same. We got the Dark Warrior and then the pink gloved monster. You know what I mean? This is a really cool storyline we got going on, Private.
Yeah, but AV bringing something here that that G doesn't, and that is his very in the aerial there. So he's gonna have the support right next to him. He's gonna be able to feel that while Ako's gonna be in there solo on that Zask. He's gonna only have that turret to. Well, I guess we're assuming he's gonna pick Zask, but I think we all know that when it comes to his comfort pick, I think that's where he's gonna be rolling. But we're gonna find out here soon what these two pick. If they're gonna go for comfort picks, or are we gonna go outside the box to see who takes this next one in the this next round of the losers bracket?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely place your votes and let us know who you think will take this game. G the Akayo or AV. Wondering what their picks are going to be so far. We kind of got a little bit of a sneak peek, but won't spoil it until we transition over. But let's jump into the game.
We have G the Ako
5 seconds
on
till the enemy
Zas God
reaches the battlefield.
himself,
Smash
representing
them.
for all the Zas across the
All
world.
troops deployed.
AV. He's back on the Julian. He looked really good on this day one. We'll see how it fares in Zas. Now we are from G's perspective. We are tiny productions. We have to cut corners sometimes, but here's from G's perspective this match, Private.
Yeah, I mean, we're in G's perspective because he's the one who's running production and does a lot of the background stuff for us as well. So if you ever notice why he's not always here, I would say, is because he's doing God's work in the back there. We can see Z going ahead and pushing on with that familiar pick, but we do see a Julian here on AE. So he is definitely going for something a little bit more that can possibly get some aggression in. But you have to wonder, how is the Julian damage when it comes to that ultimate from Zaz? Is he going to be able to take it down, or at least get out of the way of that?
Now, I will say, to his advantage, at least he has 3 skills. He can fight from afar on Julian, he can fight up close, and he also has a little bit of the evade when needed. He has that knock up to kind of displace GD Akayo as well, and he only needs level 3 to really do it, which he already has so far. So maybe AV needing to play a little aggressive, but if we're looking at both of them, right, we're looking at the skills that they currently have, the battle spells. AV's running the Retribution, so this is going to cause him to have to jungle a little bit more to kind of stay online against G. So GD Akayo just running that typical base. Wait a minute, do we see a clash taking some damage over there on GD Akayo?
Ooh. Dude, and this is what annoys me when you see Julian, especially in that XP lane, the amount of damage he can do right off just with certain little skills. Look, he's already down to about a third health right now. Or he went down to third health just from one of those abilities, the knife coming out there. And we're going to see how well that this kind of plays in. We're moving into the 2nd minute right now. And one of the things here, too, is Julian able to go ahead and get lane and transition over into the jungle. So he's kind of maximizing on every minute that he's out there, always farming and trying to get more gold. Whereas G's going to have to, it does take him just a little bit slower on that dash to kind of try to take down some of these buffs.
He has a lot of options to outplay the cooldown. We'll see how it's just going to be cooldown. Who burns him, then counter, right? But I do think that Prime's correct. Julian is maximizing what we're talking about. He's not letting G push into his turret either. He's taking a buff, clearing the way, taking a camp, clearing the way. He's always pushing it in go off the turret. And if this continues, this is a big win for Julian.
Now, even though he's kind of maximizing that jungle, it's going to give him a little bit of advantage in levels, but if you think in terms of gold, GD Akayo actually taking the lead right now, 1,600. So in terms of items, that will be a slight advantage that G has on his side. Speaking of advantages, though, he does have that Inspire on that Zaz, so AV need to be a little bit careful in these engagements.
We do see engagement coming out there. We saw the Sentinel outperform G, so that is an ultimate down for him. But the thing about Julian is he doesn't really need an ultimate. He just needs to kind of rotate some of his skills to keep that damage out. We see another turret coming down for G, and both of these competitors going to go ahead and think a little bit more worried. As AB coming in here, does have chains out. He's going to start putting on some damage. G running around, puts down a turret to try to slow him down. And just, man, this is going to be an interesting match already.
Yeah, this is a really cool match. Oh, just all this DPS coming out of Zap. It's so much burst, but then Julian can just dip and leave. And then come back in the fight, and that's what he has to do. He has to pull the cooldowns out of his ass and then come back in the fight without his own, because man-to-man, Julian just jumps on his ass, right? And right now, G's actually boom in the lane, so he's having trouble pushing it. But AV, he's off doing his thing, you know what I mean? So this is a really great management of everything going on from AV. A really strong early game out of him right now.
Definitely a strong early game over there from AV, especially with his rotations. But GD Akayo able to maintain that goal. But it looks like the tide has been turned in favor of AV. Slightly an advantage here. Also continue the call right now. It's going to further increase that lead for AV. Now, like you said, there is a timer on this, right? 15 minutes in, it's going to go to sudden death. We're already almost at 5, and neither has gotten a kill so far. But AV already pushing in some gold on the tower.
Yeah, not just that, but this is kind of like the opposite that we saw last time, which is where G's kind of strategy was to not only back them off the turret, but also put some pressure onto their tower. So not only do they have to back off the turret, but they also have their tower getting pushed in by G. But this is the exact opposite. G is kind of getting floundered here right now, and as this match goes further and further into that 15-minute mark, you have to see, like, we're already about, I want to say, a level and 25% over G right now. Are we going to have like a 2 or a 3 level gap by the time this gets to the 15-minute mark?
Yeah, I think G has to change things up. We saw really good movement there with the lane, just evading movement skills, walking in a big circle, but around his turret the entire time, creating that proximity, that zone control, which Julian can't walk into, right? And G really good movement, but the problem here is not only the all-in, but Julian's farm. He's just getting further and further ahead, and right now, cooldowns are burned. Will he be able to go back in? Speaking
of making plays, though, a little bit of utility by GD Akayo, which would be down ultimate in this fight. And AB realizing the utility has been used, going to go in for the kill.
Ooh. Yeah, he is pretty close. He's taken down to about 10% health right now. He's getting tipped down. Is he going to be able to get away? Because he's already used that ultimate. He does try to slow him down. Chains go ahead and give that first blood to Julian. AD with a wonderful first engagement and first blood off of G.
Yeah, G's just walking around in the mid lane there. Actually got bopped. He realized he didn't have his cooldowns anymore and he's way too far up in the lane. And he's like, okay, what do I do? And he started kind of like walking to his turret, running it down mid. I guess he knew he was dead. I don't know about the positioning yet. But here we see AV on level 9, now getting that turret, pushing it in, taking more realistic off the map. Now Julian be able to rotate freely between not only his buffs, but Zach's buffs as well. Big damage.
Goodness, that enhanced sight chipping away the HP of GD Akayo right now. But definitely have to play a little bit safer on that. But looking at AV's build, right, he already has that radiant armor. He has the defense needed to kind of go against GD Akayo, going for that super attack speed. He has the swift boots as well, the inspired, trying to get that quick burst potential to kind of take down AV.
Creatures without intent. Yeah, it's coming on the cooldowns here. You see, as soon as that turret comes down, AV is able to kind of negate that, run around that to try to get to G. He's got a lot of room that he has to back up to, and he actually has nowhere to go right now. So he's going to have to use that Sentinel to try to get himself out of here. Gets closer, putting on the damage to AV, but you all can already see that radiant armor doing work, only taking down to about half health there. This ult is about to kind of cool down here. He has to find himself a hold of to hide it soon, because AV is on the a little bit something coming out there as the chains come down, stick G down. We do have a stun there as Akayo is gonna find himself a quick escape route.
Incredibly well played by GD Akayo. I mean, he might not be out now. AD is coming down, and he does kill him in the back lane. He thought he was getting away, and Julian said, "Not today, brother." And catches another kill, 2-0 now, level 11 to level 9.
Yeah, what a play. A little bit of that recall spam, additional damage. You definitely have to watch out for that as well, but this is going to be a possible another turret down. She's not going to spawn in for 5 seconds. You've seen that gold lead was kind of even, but now up by 1,000, up by two kills as well. And he only needs 1 more to close out this game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something interesting now too. He's already down to about 1/3 health on that tower. He's going into these right now. She needs a plan. What's happening here is we're getting kind of spaced out from our turrets. A spawn that we can throw out there. He throws it out there, and then AB kind of backs up, lures G into out of that distance for that turret, and now we're gonna go see. We're already trying up on this red buff, but he thought twice about that. So it's gonna be really interesting here to see how if we can kind of keep it in a close-in proximity. But the speed of Julian right now is just a lot, and he can clear, he can get in, poke, get out again, and G's having a rough time trying to negotiate that.
This is really smart gameplay coming out of Julian. He's not pushing mid lane anymore. He's frozen the lane, and he's fighting the jungle, which he has a natural advantage of. You saw G had to go to the top lane just to get a jungle creep, but that's where Julian wants him to be, out away from a turret, and now the lane's completely frozen. There's no XP gain for Zaz anymore, and Julian, he's going to get it all. Zaz can't come out to farm. He's in big trouble. He has to find a way to bait Julian just enough, maybe under a turret, and be able to get him some space to work in this game.
Definitely going to be a hard fight for Akayo so far. He's realizing he can't play overly aggressive. He has one more death, and this will be game for him. So playing a little bit safe, maybe the smarter option. Kind of make this game work in your favor and force AB to play the aggressive stance and possibly capitalize off of a mistake. We are closing into that 10-minute mark. Like we said, 15 minutes in, that is going to be sudden death. But I don't even know if we'll take it there, as AV kind of just waiting, trying to have GD Akayo push out of this space. But GD Akayo having other plans. This is interesting. I feel like if he continues like this, though, like I said, the mids are going to slowly start pushing in on the sides, like we've seen so far. And that's going to open up the door for AV to kind of clear that inner turret.
Well, it was just a good plan from start to finish here. Just the beginning of Julian coming to the Sentinel comes out there, Spawn does take a decent amount of damage, down to about 1/3 of damage onto AV here, but he isn't able to walk away here. That means that we do not have the Sentinel down for Zaz here. Fortunately for him, like, we're not actually waiting for an ultimate from Julian. He just does have that pass down, or that passive with those 3 abilities that he has. So there's not really some big, like, triumphant pinnacle to Julian's damage. So you just kind of have to continually avoid him here. But as you can see, he's already getting a lot of the health back.
We're looking at a 3-level difference between these 2 heroes. It's really lucky for G that the red minions are pushing in and they're giving him support experience. If not, he would even lose the line fight. So this is a situation where it paid off for him. It worked in his favor. But man, is he in trouble. We're looking at almost a 2,000 gold lead. This is a fat difference between the two. And Akayo is just, what can he do to get back in this game with him? He has to buy his time. But sudden death is approaching in 4 minutes.
It's approaching, and I have a feeling that the way it's looking for AV right now, he's going to be max level. GD Akayo need to find some answers, find some possible farm states to fight. Not only is he out leveled, but he's also out old. You are looking at a lot of items being picked up from AV right now. He has that Winter Truncheon, probably waiting for that Sentinel to come out. Use that Winter Truncheon as bait to kind of not do any damage to him. Then he's going to rush in and go for that kill inside of that mid-river. So GD Akayo need to have a possible response, as he only really has 3 items. So you're seeing 4 on the side of Julian right now. He even has that glowing wand for that magic burn. So definitely a deadly force in the making, and if GD Akayo wants to take 3 kills, it's going to be a hard fight. He has to kind of have good placement on that Sentinel to make it work in his favor, as you aren't, but you got to give it to AB though. He does have the Radiant Armor for a little bit of defense. GD Akayo has no defensive items, so if he goes in for that kill, he might be able to burst him down real fast. Speaking of burst though, the knockup.
Yeah, unfortunately we have the items, but we do not have the pierce. Anything that can get through that Radiant Armor. So as much as he has the attack speed, as much as he can land a bunch of attacks onto him, it's not really going to be doing enough until you get that pierce and to be able to kind of burst through some of that defense. And that's something I would have maybe changed about. If you're going to go for a full attack build, especially in a 1v1, you're going to want to probably be looking for some type of pierce, especially when your opponent has built up Radiant.
Yeah, not having a pin here really hurts. Like, the Radiant just rocks and stacks so well here. And then AV goes all damage after that. G doesn't have exactly a pierce. It's not getting through the magic resistance right now. But G to his credit, has held. This last 5 minutes of the game, he has not died. He's now only 3 levels behind. Once Julian has reached max level, he doesn't get any further ahead in levels, right? Maybe a little bit of gold, maybe a couple of item completions, but G is catching up in the experience regard.
Yeah, and we are looking at it in that 13-minute mark, right? You mentioned that 15-minute mark, that sudden death. Where they're both gonna have to fight it out in the middle of the river, and right now, AV has a lot of insurance, right? Yeah, he has to go back and clear some of these minions as they close out on that inhibitor, but in terms of fighting in that mid-river, he has a lot more items than G currently has. He also has 2 kills. He has to take 3 kills in a row to kind of win this out, because AV only has to take 1.
Well, interesting point about that, because when it gets to sudden death, we've already seen past proven that once you get a kill, it's pretty much GG, because you're going to be able to run that home. So technically, all G really needs to get this to sudden death, be able to outmaneuver and take down AV once. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this spreads. We only have about a minute left until that sudden death, and it's pretty much anybody's game.
Very excited for the next 60 seconds to be over with and get to the smoke, because AV has now cleared up the rest of his side lanes. He's got so much gold. He's gonna be full item though, walking into 4K gold, competitive here, thereabout, walking into this fight. And that is a huge difference in the gold and item damage he goes to bring. So I'm looking for a big outplay from G. He's gonna have to really break it. Well, we see a little bit of engagement.
Yeah.
Continue the beast.
We can see already that the tower is being pushed through the mid already. And so starting while this jungling's happening from AV, while he is farming, making good use is G here, pushing those towers, so we're both at about the same towers. And in fact, I think AV's actually a little worse for wear when it comes to this. Oh god, we might have an engagement here.
And AV as well will win the fight. Going in, winner Trunchi, and it kind of negates the damage. Wait a minute! Kawa half HP though. Looks like AV's gonna try and burst down that Sentinel. Not wanting to take that fight in the AoE damage zone, but now Sentinel, that is a utility. Not at GD Kawa's and AV able to secure that kill and takes the game 3-0 and wins this match.
You hear a little bit of columns coming through from G, the sad columns from G as he realizes the damage. He has no penetration. What can he do? But nothing but 3-0 into AV. Well played from AV, incredibly well done. Starving Sass out. Good game from him.
Yeah, one thing I do notice is that, have you noticed that his only loss came when he didn't have the cheerleader in his side? So maybe a little bit of a lucky charm out there as well. So it's both victories coming when he had Ariel by his side. So congrats to both of them there. Unfortunately for G, that will wrap up his entrance into this tournament, taken out by AV.
But wait a minute, speaking about taken out, right? Next on the list, Ben's gonna be jumping back into the land of the Dawn. Are you ready?
Hey. It's my man Private right here. We're gonna be 1v1. So let's get a little bit of trash talk before we go. Private, do you think you got what it takes?
I think I have what it takes. I'm positive that we are going to come through here. We're washing through all this, the travesty that has been here. We're going to be washing through it and cleanse it to make this purity, this beautiful holiday spirit. That's what I'm bringing. That's what you're going to get hit with. When you feel those slaps and you're feeling like numb on that side, that's holiday spirit hitting you on that cheek.
You know, normally I would ask like, holy book. I would ask for a vote, but I can't vote here because I feel like both of you would just vote for yourselves, and I would have to be the tiebreaker. And it'd be hard for me to vote too. You want to know why? Because Ben took me out, so that should have been me up there.
I didn't take you out. I beat you one. It wasn't me.
And then Private took me out in the NACT in Vegas, so I don't know who to vote for. I want y'all both to lose. But it's not up to us. It's up to you guys. Definitely putting that work in the land of the Dawn, and also everybody inside of the stream. I appreciate you guys being here. We have raised $410 over there for Bring Christmas to Kids. So thank you so much for everybody donating so far. That's just amazing. $410. We started on Friday, and that's just an insane turnout already.
I'm gonna challenge the chat. I'm gonna throw it a little further. Sorry, you know when I get an inch, I gotta take a mile. Guys, can we get 90 more bucks raised? Get a cool 500 Toys for Tots. Give a kid a gift this Christmas, man. A lot of us grew up and we didn't get gifts when we grew up. got on Christmas Day. A lot of us did, right? But I think we can all empathize with kids who wake up on Christmas morning and don't have anything, right? Let's try to fill that gap. 90 more bucks. Let's get a cool 500 going.
Yeah, as lucky as we are, we got the holiday spirit coming up here. But for a lot of people, holidays don't always mean like the best of things. It's when a lot of people hit their lows. And that's kind of why we're doing this and putting this together for a lot of people, just to kind of think of some people who might be a little less fortunate than us. Like I said, if you guys are just joining us, it is the first but inaugural charity event for the North American Squad League. Bring the heat. 12 influencers, $1,200 for the winner's charity of choice on the line. Not only that, a 50K diamond prize pool going to be spread out here as well. And then not only that, but for you guys, for the viewers, for you lovely fans out there, hashtag BTH2022 will enter you for a chance to win one of 6 skin giveaways that we will be drawing here at the end of the night. So stay tuned for that. Not just that, but any of these influencers that you've seen here today or the last 3 days, you can find their information down in the description to follow your favorite ones, whether it's Xena all the way to Kukman, to Mbe Plays, to even the lovely coach from The Simpsons, Nami. And of course, we can't forget the guy. I guess we'll talk about Ben. I guess who's joining us on the casting desk. Wheezy as well, and I'm sure I forgot Xena, Luna, AV on here, as well as Trex and all the ones that are familiar to you guys. Of course, Pika, who's resting up, getting in his football gear, stretching out in the locker room. But it's going to be great. And like I said, make sure to follow them from YouTube, Facebook to Twitch as well. So it's going to be an exciting event here, as this is our last day to close out the holidays.
Definitely the last day to kind of close out. But like we said, appreciate everybody donating. Speaking of donations, we just got another $20 donation sneaking in. So appreciate that. Like we said, we are trying to get to that $500 mark for those gifts that we can give to those kids for Christmas. This is all about the charity. And I appreciate everybody kind of donating as well. But like we said, speaking of donations, the winner of this event today, right? This is the finals. The winner gets $1,200 to the choice of their charity. So that's super amazing to see where that's going to go. And that's the whole point of this, for that holiday spirit. So appreciate you guys being here. And other than that, we are going to be seeing Ben and Private jump into the land of the Dawn. So definitely place your guys' votes. Let them give some closing statements about how this match is going to go and how they think they're going to take this win.
I'm gonna go super easy on Private, right? I'm not gonna sweat at all. I'm gonna play something I've never played before. You can believe in me, Private. This is a free W, my friend.
And we are back, but with some new faces, but not just new, familiar faces, as we have AV in the building and also Mbe. How you doing today, AV?
What's up? Good. It was a good match.
It was a good match. It was impressive. You went against his Dask. Definitely a little bit harder to go against, but you made it work. Speaking of new faces, familiar faces, Mbe in the building as well with the big M. Love the cap. How are you doing today?
I don't know. Actually, I'm still nervous, and I still couldn't get over the last game because they both beat me, and they used the same heroes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so hard to pick who. But I was like, go minions.
Yeah, I mean, at least you got to get the pick you wanted. I know your first match you had the Belleric, and I'm sure
I know. It was an auto pick, and I wanted a rematch, but you know what? I'm still not gonna win.
I'll give you a rematch.
Well, I gotta say, speaking about the next match coming up, we've got Private Dancer versus Ben. Both of them kind of dominating in their matches prior. Who are you guys going to vote for going forward? Any guesses? You think Private's going to take it? AV's going to take it? Or AV, who do you think's going to win? You think Private will take the win, or you think Ben will take the win?
I've seen what Ben can do. He's kind of scary, so it's someone to watch out. But like I don't know, like the backshot peak on Private, it was kind of good. Like it's surprisingly good. So I don't know. I'm expecting to see something like that again.
Yeah, the boxing was interesting. I mean, I didn't really expect it. Private kind of sneaks up with those wild card picks. Ben kind of going with that Edith, that Lapu Lapu. Maybe we'll see both of them going forward. But speaking about going forward, let's go ahead and take a look at both of these amazing influencers before we go into their match.
Yo, so to participate in this 1v1 tournament, I have to trash talk the competition, which in my case, not really an issue. So I'm going to start at the top of the list. Trex Senpai. We have history. He has beat me twice. I beat him one time. I'm looking to get revenge. Next up, I'm actually really scared of Pika. Pika's like the highest rated player out of all of us. Mythic Glory, 1,000 points, best friends with MOBA Zane. Like, this dude plays with all the pros all the time, but he's a support. He's like a tank main, and so he's like that Angela who only plays with her boyfriend and only ults her boyfriend. So that's Pika. I'm not too worried about it, but kind of still a lot scared. Yeah, I'm scared. Next up, we have G. Now, G is really good at Zask, and that's it. So not really worried about that one. I think we'll be all right. Then we got Private. Private's like a potato XP laner. I'm not really worried about that. We've gone head up one time in the lane, and I think I dominated. So I'm not worried about Mr. Potato, but he could have a couple tricks up his sleeve. Next up, I think we have Wheezy. Now, Wheezy is actually the only pro, I think, in this event. I think, at least. And he's got like 3 pro teams, but all of them suck. So I don't think I should be worried too.
You know, there have been a lot of talks and questions about who's going to be winning this thing, about who's going to be coming out on top. And for that answer, I come to you not as Private Dancer the King Tato, but as Private Dancer the Potato Pastor, singing you from the gospel of the good book of Mobile Legends. And the good book says that there will be judgment, that there will be a reckoning. And the good book says that Private Dancer will not be beaten by the likes of Cena Lily, a person who calls her followers sinners. Or people like Trex and G Diego, or Steph Wheezy. Steph Wheezy, a name like an upper respiratory infection, an infection of the soul, an infection of the spirits, an infection that I will snuff out with the glorious good light of the good book of Mobile Legends. I will be indeed bringing the heat of fire and brimstone. The heat that will sanitize us and cleanse us of the demons. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back after seeing those 2 amazing videos. Definitely place your votes on who you think will take this win. Are you going to give it to Private Dancer, the King of Potatoes, or Ben, the King of Trash Talkers, and also the King of Lapu Lapu and Edith, apparently. As we are going to slowly embark into their match, we have a little bit of a record being broken right now. Not only in these games with these amazing influencers trying to go for that #1 spot, but also we kind of manifested it, right? We talked about $500 being raised, and not only was that raised, but we also hit $530, a little bit ahead of what we even asked for. We appreciate you guys. Definitely going forward, see if we can hit that $600 mark. Like we said, this is Toys for Tots. This is bring Christmas to kids all around the world, and that's the whole purpose of this, to raise that holiday spirit. So we appreciate you guys over there from over here from the North American Squad League. And like we said, as we embark into this match, this 1v1 versus Private Dancer and Ben Done Had It, who are you guys going to give it to? If you had to vote Mbe, would you give it to either? I think you said Private, right? Not Ben, right?
I actually didn't give any name. My heart is racing right now from excitement. I don't even want to vote. I would just love to see the heat between these two, because they're both good, and I'd love to see who's going to be aggressive, who's going to secure the win early game. So much to expect.
Well, speaking of expectations, what are you looking forward to see between these two, AV?
Here's the thing. It's not more about what I want to see, but I thought about it. I actually want a rematch. So I want Ben to win, so I can go back and then take the win.
Okay, speaking about Ben, let's get into the match and look at these picks. We are seeing Ben take up that Edith, and he's going to be going up against Private Dancer on that die route. Do we have a little bit of a prediction, AV, about these two heroes? Who do you think will take this win?
Honestly, there has to it's gonna happen like it happened actually against you. So there can take the win early game, but late game when you hit the 15-minute mark, it still could go to Ben. I don't see Ben losing on the Edith.
That's a good point. It's very hard, especially with that Primal Wrath, that late game, that 15-minute mark. You're kind of just dancing in the river, trying to avoid that Inspire, which may be a little bit of a harder fight. But Private Dancer, he is running on this Dairoth, and maybe if you can kind of close this out a little early, as Dairoth is one of those kings of 1v1 in the early game. You don't want to rush in and take those fights. So I'm expecting Ben possibly play a little bit safer. Private playing a little bit more aggressive, but I have to say, I like the pick so far, right? It's the first time you've seen Dairoth slotted in this tournament. I actually thought about pulling him out. Then I picked the Paquito against Nami. But to see Private Dancer kind of run, this is 3. I think Private's changed his hero every single game.
Oh, that's interesting. That only talks about his hero pool, which is actually really good for, especially if you are an offlaner. Then actually, that's pretty impressive.
We'll say, Mbe, if you had to say between these two heroes, that 15-minute mark, do you think Dairoth has what it takes to kind of burst down that Edith and take this game home?
Well, if Ben is gonna build a defense item against their spell vamp, I don't think Private has a chance. So that's what I'm kind of looking forward to, if Ben is gonna build a defensive item or he's gonna go for that damage.
Point. I mean, if you're looking at both of them right now, you're seeing Dairoth has that high and dry, having a little bit more of that advantage when he's fighting that hero 1v1 in the lane. But Ben, again, he is running that Edith, that tank emblem, and also that Inspire at his disposal. Both sides, though, are not running Retribution, which is something we haven't really been seeing. We've been seeing at least one member run that Retribution and one member not. Both of them to not have it, it's going to be a little bit dependent on clearing that mid lane and then rotating around and trying to take the advantage of clearing some of the creeps in the jungle. Right now, we're seeing Ben at level 4, we're seeing Private at level 4 as well, still pretty tied up. But in terms of gold, Ben in the lead.
That's actually really interesting because you see Dara taking the box around. Oh!
Minute, Ben able to get a kill onto Private already. We were wondering about that pressure and how that would work out, but Ben able to secure it 2 minutes in, which will give him that slight advantage, not only in terms of kills, but also in terms of gold. He is now up 500 just off of that engagement. Looking at the item so far, you are seeing Ben kind of build that that dominance ice against that Dairoth right now as well. And Dairoth not even building his boots completely all the way. Was going to go for a little bit more damage, but wondering how this is going to go forward for Private Dancer. Already in that 1 death deficit against Ben.
That's what I was talking about. Ben is now building that item against Dairoth. I once used Dairoth when I was practicing the game, and I saw how to counter him, and that's what I'm seeing right now with Ben item build.
Yeah,
it's smart to go for the anti-heal right away, actually, so he can counter the Irod and then tank his damage, and then just provide that extra damage and avoid the life steal from the Irod. So that's actually gonna go in favor of it. It's so fast.
Are seeing Ben didn't even finish his boost. He's running out there with just socks on right now. He did get that dominance ice in his favor right now. You are seeing Private over there. He has the Dairoth, he has the flicker, Vism Strike. Wow, didn't really do any damage to Ben. He pretty much ate the full force of that, and it barely chipped off any HP. And Ben just having an easier time in that mid lane, which is impressive, because usually you see a lot of heroes kind of back down when it comes to that 1v1 fight, especially in the early game on a Dairoth.
I'm wondering what Dara is trying to build, because he needs some penetration, because it is gonna start getting fatter and fatter with those physical defense items.
Speaking about physical defense, a little bit of juice on the hands of Private as he's able to flicker out of that Primal Wrath. But wait a minute, both trying to fight it out. Will Ben get the second kill, or will Private close it out? A Bism Strike going in, gonna rush in for the kill. Very low, Ben needs to get an attack off. Wait a minute! Ben done had it, did it again! Able to secure 2 kills over Private right now, and all he needs is one more. We're only 5 minutes in. That was a very close trade. Luckily, the CDR, the cooldown of Ben's skills, came just in time to do that little bit of chip damage needed to close out that fight.
I'm telling you for experience that it looks like killable, but then you can't expect it, but she's just still gonna bait you and kill you. It is crazy how Ben plays this hero.
Yeah, it's hard to, even when I went up against it, I was able to make it all the way down to that 15-minute mark. and then it was over from there. It's very hard to deal with that Primal Wrath, in full effect. And we are seeing that right now. Ben kind of having an easier time as he's kind of climbing his way up that ladder, trying to take first place for this tournament. But speaking about climbing up, he is able to take a turret in the process to lead Private down to his mid inner turret and also that inhibitor. But Ben being a little aggressive now, kind of maintaining that pressure on the map, not gonna go back, just gonna continue to clear these minions and try and push these towers. Now you are looking at, you said Private in that deficit, 2 deaths on the board for him. If he gets one more death, he will lose out in this match. And Ben already ahead in gold. He's up almost 1,000 gold right now. But wait a minute, Private going in, in with a response, trying to get the kill. We do see the Primal Wrath activated, trying to burst down and finish off the game. And Ben done had it, takes the 3rd kill and wins the match against Private Dancer. What a game. But man, oh man, a one-sided story over there on, in the hands of Ben Dunn had it. Man, that Edith is insane. Maybe having to run like that mirror matchup, maybe the only thing you can do against it. But enough about that. Let's get into the caster's screen. I appreciate you guys being here. A VMBA, insane matches between both of them. But I have to say, Ben has just been on fire, and we're starting to see like the power of Edith in true form, and it's very, very scary.
Yeah, I actually asked my community, like, guys, how do you counter an Edith? Because like I don't even play the hero. I don't understand how she works. But she melts me down so fast I can't even react. Like, what do I do? They couldn't give you an answer. It's hard to go against on a 1v1 versus Edith.
Yeah, I was also told that Edith is good with 1 versus 1, so that was, and Ben did not waste any time. He wanted that win and he got it.
Definitely was able to take another win. Like you said, he's just climbing up there. Definitely a good game indeed from him. But that's not the end of today's matches, right? We have some more on the board, and I'm excited to see what they kind of bring to the tables. We have Trex and Nami coming up next, and I'm really excited to see who's going to win that one out. Nami took me out by surprise. I honestly thought I had that game, but AV with a good point. If you get to that late game, like there's a lot of heroes that can kind of close it out. And Nami kind of surprised me with her mic on the hero. But speaking of about progressing in today, Mbe, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for stopping by over on the caster's desk. And we are going to go ahead and add a new member to the table.
Hey, what's going on, guys? A rough and a harrowing defeat, but fear not, I shall return. I don't know who I'm actually facing. I think I'm facing the winner of Trex and Nami. So look forward to that. But man, hats off to Ben. And it's funny too. I knew what he was gonna pick. I don't care what he said here. I knew it was gonna be Edith. I just couldn't do anything. I'm just like, I thought Dairoth would be the right counter. There's 2 other things I have on my head for that. So we'll see how it turns out later on. But I just found out, we were just told too, that we still have donations coming in. We've already hit our 500, the 500 little small cap that we set for here. So congratulations to you guys for the Christmas spirit, for you guys donating that much. Like we said, it's not mandatory, but we do appreciate each and every donation.
Yeah, thanks so much for donating, guys. Like we said, 530 already. The total goal we're trying to hit is at 1,000. But even if we could just hit that 600, going forward, would be amazing. But the 530 already is just like a blessing, as this is Toys for Tots. This is bring Christmas to kids around the world over there from you guys and the North American Squad League. It's all about that holiday spirit, and any amount counts. So, guys, thank you so much. If you do donate, make sure you donate over there on YouTube. Hit the donate now button over there below the live chat. But speaking about donations, the cool thing about this is the winner of today's event is going to win $1,200 to donate to their favorite charity, on top of the amount that you guys are donating as well. So this is an awesome time. What a great way to kind of bring everybody together in the North American community, and also be able to bring some things back to those beautiful children at home who don't have the fortune of having gifts handed to them like some of us have in the past. So speaking about going forward, same match is on the way. We got Trex, we got Nami, and if I had to ask Private, which one are you giving it to?
Ooh, I don't know. It depends on how we're gonna go with this. What I've seen in the lower bracket is a lot of people tend to stick to their comfort picks, to those heroes that got them through some of the rough patches. So are we gonna be seeing another Khalid from Trex? Because Nami's shown that she can be very versatile for picks, and I fear that if Trex goes with something that's comfortable, something that we've seen before, Nami might have an answer for it. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that shapes up. We've seen her use the Cho. We've seen her use the Julian. We've seen her use other picks as well. So it's going to be pretty interesting here. When it comes to, I can't go against the handlebar mustache. So my my vote's going to have to go for Trex.
Well, I'm going to swing that question back around to you, AV. If you had to place a vote between Nami and Trex, which one would you give it to?
I would honestly, like, I didn't get to see face-to-face against the Khalid, but I've heard it's really, really scary, so I would actually have to give it to Trex.
Okay, so we got 2 for Trex. I guess I'll break it, not even, I guess. There's 3 of us on the desk, so I'm going to vote for Nami, all right? Nami took me out. I voted for myself in that situation, and obviously that didn't work out, so I think now I need to start voting on Nami. But speaking of votes, everybody in the stream today, definitely place your guys' votes and let us know who you think will take this one. You think it'll be Trex, or do you guys think it'll be Nami over there, the team leader, the team captain for the Simpsons? But speaking about both these players, let's go ahead and jump into their wrestling introductions.
Listen here, chumps, and listen good. Ain't nobody gonna be able to beat Trex in this 1v1 tournament. I heard about it. They didn't want to invite me. They didn't want to let me in, but I forced my way in, and they're calling it Bring the Heat because Trex brings the heat. I mean, who do we even got as challengers? Private Dancer? We're gonna turn on mashed potatoes. G the Akayo, the guy can't even speak English right. Ben, well, he done had it before and he's gonna get it again. Wheezy, Xena, Luna, ain't none of them gonna stand a chance against T-Rex. I'm the king of the dinosaurs and I'm the king of the 1v1, so prepare yourselves, cause I'm coming for every one of you.
Hello, Nami. I have something for you. T-Rex, Private Dancer, and G the Igo wants to bring the heat.
Did anyone call for this chick? I don't know.
Oh, well, with all due respect, what I heard is that there's a traitorous scumbag staying here.
It's an ambush! Some broad just...
Excuse me. Terribly sorry for the interruption, but tell me, may I have the honor of taking your life this evening?
Ladies and gentlemen, definitely place your votes as both of these amazing influencers kind of fighting it out for that #1 place. We have Trex over here in the left corner, over there in the right side. We are going to be seeing Nami kind of go against him. So definitely let us know who you think will take this win from both of these amazing influencers, and also team captain, as Nami kind of wearing the double hats here. But I got to say, placing these votes, and we're wondering which way this is going to go. Like I said, I'm going for Nami. We've got 2 for the Simpsons, and now it's on you guys to kind of place your votes and let us know who you think will take this game.
Yeah, it's a whopping 62% for Nami. A lot of people impressed with that Paquito versus Cho game that we saw from her yesterday, showing that not just the manager of The Simpsons, but maybe soaking up some of that experience and some of that gaming know-how from them as well, and bringing it here to this event, the Bring the Heat event. So it's going to be very interesting to see what kind of picks we get here, or if we're going to stick with our comfort picks.
Yeah, I'm really wondering.
As you mentioned before, I think, I'm sorry. comfort picks might be just the way to go when you're in a loser's bracket, because if that's your strength, you can't make mistakes anymore. If you lose, you're out. So you gotta go for what is gonna get you through.
Yeah, let's get you through. Now I'm really wondering how this is gonna go. Nami caught me off guard with the Cho. I didn't expect that one, so I think Nami has a very high hero pool to kind of choose from. But speaking about choices, we are gonna jump into the game, and oh my goodness, wait a minute! Trex has done it. He's pulled out the Khalid. The prior Supreme Khalid is back in action, and the question is, can he handle Nami over there on Dairoth?
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting here too, because I mean, we talked about it a little bit before. Trex was able to take advantage of the cooldowns that were coming off, and kind of like not waiting to use that healing. But are we gonna have that same type of issue here from Nami here, who's might be able to burst him down? Oh, we see all that damage coming out on the Nami, and he's just gonna heal through all of this.
Now, I will say, you know, Trex already used, Nami actually already used the battle spell. Does not have Flicker at her disposal. Trex able to kind of heal back up and jump right back into that fight. And he does have the execute in his favor for additional damage to possibly close out these close fights. So Nami having to be a little bit more careful. Also, one thing about Nami, with the Dairoth, you have nothing to cancel Trex from healing. So having to probably try and burst him down is really the only thing Nami can kind of go for when he does decide to kind of disengage and go to get more HP.
Yeah,
mobility on Dairoth.
Yeah, go ahead, AD.
I think the mobility on Dairoth is gotta be key, because you gotta make sure you use your dash when Khalid is using his first skill, because otherwise he's gonna just trap you in his skill, and it's gonna start bursting you. And then if you get too low without execute, that's it. It's curtains for you.
Curtains. It's gonna be curtains for somebody here tonight, as we're seeing here Trex kind of taking advantage of here. Gold still about even, neither able to really take advantage of kind of like jungling. They're both kind of focusing their efforts here on the mid lane. Trex comes in with those just huge and billowing sweeping blades, while Nami's gonna have to back off and use that little bit of a dash. And that's kind of the problem too here, especially because you're gonna need to create that distance against Trex. If you use that dash defensively, you're not going to be able to capitalize on the second part of that ability, which is the armor breaking part of it, which is really where a lot of Dairoth's damage comes from.
Yeah, we are seeing both of them. We have high and dry on both of Trex and Nami to kind of fight that fight in the mid lane. Neither of them are running the retribution, but we are looking at gold, and Trex kind of leading by 200. Does have the execute in his hands, but Nami, one thing Nami does have is mobility. So a little bit of placement with that flicker may be what she needs to kind of close it out for these kills. But Trex having to be the ability to kind of heal in these fights is definitely going to keep him in there. But oh my goodness, wait a minute! Trex almost able to close it out as Nami is down to barely any HP.
Actually really interesting there too, because Nami neglected to go for the ult for that Abysm strike there as well. Trex was actually taken down, and she did land the pierce onto him. But electing to go the safer route just to get to the safety of her tower, while Trex was down to about half health. And both of these guys, I mean, still even. Trex only leading by a little under 100 gold right now.
At the goal, only 3 minutes in. Wait a minute, Nami wasting no time. He's gonna go ahead and try and go out for the kill. Abysm strike, and Nami taking almost all of Trex. Oh my goodness, Nami is on fire! Is able to take first blood. What a play to take the lead over Trex.
That was impressive how he baited even the Khalid soul that he could have used defensively to try to get out of there, because he was too low. But still, he tried to even stun there, but he just couldn't take the damage. It was way too much.
Gosh, was that scary. But Trex down 1 kill now, needing to play a little bit possibly safer, as he knows the damage burst potential that Dairoth can pull out over there in the hands of Nami, and having to be a little bit more careful. But wait a minute, both trying to fight it out again. Sandstorm unable to connect by Trex. That will be that ultimate down for a little bit of time for him, but he does have the advantage in terms of health. But wait, Nami able to take another kill, and that is 2 in her hands already, and all she needs is 1 more to close this out.
Wow, that was a lot of damage that came out, and Trex is just powerless. We're at a point here that Trex cannot even go in. We saw as soon as that health came, that little ability to go ahead and heal up came down. It's basically a wrap for Trex until, because the burst coming out of Nami right now is just too much for him to handle.
We can actually see the items. I think Rex is gonna go for the Bloodlust Axe, but I don't even think there's gonna be enough to withstand that damage.
No, I don't think he won't withstand it. It may be able to give him a little bit of HP from these minions, but Nami not even gonna let him go into the river right now, realizing she has that advantage right now. She can kind of starve him out and increase that lead. And like you said, if it hits that 15-minute mark, Nami's definitely having an easier time. But Trex kind of going out, kind of trying to see if he can get a little bit of gold in the situation. He's down 2 levels, but just going in. Strike not connecting. A little bit of healing from Trex into that situation, but this is very scary for him. You are seeing that War Axe picked up by Trex right now, or actually Nami right now to do some additional damage, trying to close out for the kill.
Yeah, right now starting to starve him out. She's sitting at 2 levels above Trex right now, and he's gonna have to actually go back and get some health. While she's not able to actually push at this moment, we're gonna start getting closer to a point where he needs to do something. Sitting at 0-2 right now, because if this gets later on into the game, both of these heroes start to fall off. However, Trex, I do fear will lose a bunch of these exchanges just because Nami will still have that armor breaking ability, and then the damage that comes right after that. And I fear an exchange during the 15-minute mark might be bad for Trex, maybe even worse than it is now.
Yeah, I don't actually see how the Trex could come back here because since he built the Bloodlust Axe, then he's not gonna have the damage to keep going. Like, oh wait.
Wait a minute, Trex using Sandstorm. Oh,
with that flinker.
Right on the back of Trex, just out the dinosaur and takes out the last one. Now the dinosaurs are extinct as that is 3-0 into the hands of Nami to close out this game. What a match! And oh my goodness, a fast one indeed. Looks like Nami is trying to head her way back up that ladder to try and take out Ben inside of the upper bracket.
Oh, poor Trex didn't even know what hit him. He was back to the safety of his tower, adjusting that handlebar mustache when a double tap to the back of the head in the form of an Abysm Smash strike came out and did him in. And that's going to be three kills there for Nami in the opening of this match, and only in about 7 minutes too as well. Congratulations to Nami.
Man, oh man, that caught me by surprise. That flicker finish, I didn't even see it. That was like some instant transmission. Nami definitely not missing a beat. I was able to get that win in a very fast fashion. And man, you gotta watch out. She's definitely somebody, worth winning the whole $1,200 to the choice of her charity. And we have some good competition on our hands going forward.
Yeah, big competition indeed as we're waiting for these two to go ahead and surrender so that we can move on with the matches. And just a great match overall, guys. If you are just joining us, I believe we are down to about the final 5-6 right now. Nami, who just won her match against Trex in the lower bracket, will be moving on to take on Pika, who is just freshly from the top bracket, coming down to the lower bracket. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup for that one indeed. And if you guys are just joining us, 12 influencers collided this weekend. Only about 5 or 6 left here for $1,200 on the line for the winner's charity of choice. Not just that, but 50,000 diamond prize pool here for this Bring the Heat charity event. Also in the chat, you will notice we are taking donations for the Toys for Tots, bringing Christmas to kids here today, and we have already passed the $500 goal that we had set for ourselves, where I think the last time I looked it was about 530. Thank you to all of you guys who had a little bit extra Christmas spirit to spread around, but it is not necessary. Like we told you guys before, if you can't, just joining us here is enough. A drop of follow or a subscription for the channel as well. Not just that though, but for being a viewer and for joining us here on this week before the holidays. We also give you guys a chance to win. Hashtag BTH2022 for your chance to win one of 6 skin giveaways that will be announced here at the end of a stream. And I am hyped because, like I said, this is the last event before the holidays for the North American Squad League, bringing a little cheer to everyone. And yeah, it's just been a heck of an event here, guys.
Definitely an insane event, insane matches, insane turnarounds, and insane donations too. So we appreciate everybody donating. 530 so far, trying to reach that 600. Like I said, this is all for the kids. We are bringing Christmas to kids, and every dollar counts. So guys, thank you so much for the donations. Like I said, the winner of this event is going to win $1,200 for the choice of their charity as well, to kind of top that off even more. And then also, like Private said, 50,000 diamonds on the line for the winner. And we are just getting started, like we said. We still have some matches going forward, as we are going to find out who is going to take that #1 spot. We do have Private still on board later on today to kind of compete as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing your match as you are going forward. Is there anybody you're kind of worried about as you've seen all of these influencers kind of climb their way up the ladder?
Well, I'm going to be watching this next match very closely, I believe, because I believe I face the winner. Yeah, I face the winner of this match. I'm so confused. I don't know who I'm facing, but I'm focused on whoever I will be facing and trying to keep it there, not look ahead too much. Guys, and also, as we're joined here by AV, just to let you guys know, anybody here, every single influencer that is here that has joined us, you can find their contact information, their streams, their social media, their link trees down below in the description of this event. So make sure that if there's anybody that caught your interest, or heck, all of them, show some love to everybody. We've got everybody from YouTube, from Twitch, from Facebook here competing here together and showing that holiday spirit. So you can find their info in the description below.
Definitely find that info in the description below. We appreciate everybody tuning in today, you know, from the bottom of our hearts over here in the North American Squad League. But like we said, today's been kind of insane. Some crazy matches. Nami kind of on fire right now. I think if I was worried about anybody, it would definitely be Nami, and I speak from personal experience. So, AV, what about you? If you had to place a bet on who you think is going to take that #1 spot, you got any guesses?
I'm still in the run, so I would say AV.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's the right answer.
Here's the thing, though. Nami, I think I locked out with Nami in the first match because she locked in on the Belleric. I think I was lucky. What I saw right now, just now from the Nami with the Dara, that's scary. She's got so many crazy skills, and I don't know. She's really strong. I didn't see that before when I matched versus her, but like, dude, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I would say Nami has a very high hero pool. You never know. I wouldn't even be surprised if Nami was the one to pull out like the Fanny for the final game. But like we said, insane matchup on the way. And speaking of insane, we got another donation for Toys for Tots. $20 was just donated. We appreciate you guys so much. That is $550 so far for bringing Christmas to kids around the world. So guys, thank you so much. Make sure those who do want to donate, use the donation button on the bottom of the YouTube right now. Every dollar counts, and we appreciate you guys who are donating today.
But with so guys, like I said, it's been a great event, and it's our honor to bring something unique to you guys, especially with M4 around the corner. I know everybody's kind of spicing up, and if you guys missed the news, you can see it on I believe it was Facebook. We posted a little bit about it in Discord, but a big hats off and a congratulations to Trex, who will be going to M4 as a caster there as well. So big hats off to him with the hard work that he's been putting in on not just this year, but for the last 2 years here. But guys, that's going to be all for the 3 of us, as we're going to be leaving it off to some other casters and to give you a taste of some of the other influencers who are a part of this event.
Congratulations, my man T. Going to M4 as a caster. Look at him go. He may really be bad at 1v1s now, but man, he put his eggs in the right basket. Am I right, T? Dude, we can't hear you, baby.
Alright, sorry. Really depressed over here right now. Not gonna lie, they just sent me a message. They saw the game. They said I'm not going to M4 now. really rough, guys. So yeah, they saw the mustache, they saw the 1v1. They're saying that Trex, you gotta fix something over there, or else you're not coming. But no, great game, Nami. I appreciate it. It was epic. The Dairoth caught me off guard. Beautiful flicker after the flicker on that first play. I knew it was over. Once I saw the mechanics were there for you, I was like, nope, there's no beating her. So yeah, wonderful play to Nami. I'm now in the Nami basket. I think if she plays like that for the rest of the event, she could possibly take this. Luna, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm in game. Next. Oh, okay. Sorry.
I am all for girl power. I know she got it in the bag. That was exciting to see. The Dairoth, I was like, he's going down.
Well, the first flicker wasn't the one that did it for me. It was the third kill flicker when she ultied and then flickered over the wall for a little razzle dazzle under the turret. Sheesh, Nami's fire. I love that, absolutely. Nami, if you make it all the way, I'm gonna win, but it will be a very fun match. I can't wait to play Nami if we get the opportunity. Even if we don't in this tournament, Nami, let's run some 1v1s off, man. That was intense. I'm a fan.
Hold on. We've had some really big donations coming in. Another $20 from Carrie S. Thank you. Toys for Tots. We got a big $50 donation from the anonymous. Whoever you are, you got a great heart out there. And MLBB Play is coming out on top, trying to show off in front of all of us casters, outdo us, coming in with the $50 side donation. That is huge. We now have broken $650 on this charity fundraiser. So big roots to that. Big cheers for that. Yeah.
That is massive. Guys, we are literally $150 away from having a $2,000 total and another 20 and another one. Keep it going, guys. Thank you so much, man. It's just beautiful to see that we can do this event and meet our goals and then exceed our goals because you guys are being so generous. Thank you so much. Luna, how do you feel about this almost $2 grand going for the boys?
I'm excited. I'm grateful that everyone's contributing and being in the spirit of the season, you know? Keep it going.
Keep it going. Just keep it going. Just keep that.
Keep it going.
Hype train.
Come on. Let's go.
Now up next, Pika, who has just taken a hard downfall, right? Loses to Private Dancer, tries to pull out the Harley twice in a row. Now, I think the question in my mind is he gonna switch it up? Or is he gonna bring something, or is he gonna just keep running that Harley till the wheels fall off? Nami as well. We've seen her play 3 different heroes. We've seen her play the Cho, the Dairoth, and the Fredrin.
No,
or the Lapu. The Lapu. She was playing the Lapu against the Fredrin. So we've seen her play 3 heroes. We know that it dives, and she's played mechanically well on the Cho and the Dairoth. So we know she has the finger speed. She's got that slight ish to her. Can she secure this win against Pika?
I think it's going to be a tough match. This is going to be a really good one. Now, finally, Pika has his back up against the wall. He's going to quit trolling with the Harley pick, and he's going to go with his main. I've been calling it all tournament. Pika, I know your secrets. I'm not going to say it again, but if you're listening earlier, boys, you know what he's going to go. But what will Nami roll? As we get into this next game, will Nami go back to the Cho, the Dairoth? She's shown incredible mechanics on all these heroes. She's painted herself to be a master of all, honestly.
Hello, Nami. I have something for you. Trex, Private Dancer, and G, the Igo, wants to bring the heat.
Did anyone call for this chick? I don't know.
Oh, well, with all due respect, what I heard is that there's a traitorous scumbag staying here.
It's an ambush! Some broad just...
Excuse me. Terribly sorry for the interruption. But tell me, may I have the honor of taking your life this evening?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bring the Heat. I'm your boy Pika, and this is why I'm going to win. Because I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. You got that?
All right, we are back now, and with those, we know that Nami put a lot of time into the production on that. Private had the shortest video out of the whole list of all of us, but probably one of the scariest. But we will be jumping into this. Luna, any guesses? You said you're with girl power, so do you think Nami cleans this up easy peasy, or are we going to be in for a drawn out game?
Ooh, they're both really good. So I think it'll be an intense one because they're both going to bring their game.
Okay. Ben?
I think this is going to be a really good match. High mechanics on both sides. I'm so happy to start to get into really sweaty, greasy games because these are your back's up against the wall. If you lose, you're out, right? Your run is done. And so everybody's playing to their top potential. They're going with safe picks. And what I'm really excited to see about is these two clash here at the end of the tournament. And in just a few seconds, you guys will see we have something of a treat ready for you.
This is spicy, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very, very spicy. Nami going up against Pika in this bottom quarterfinals bracket. Definitely excited this Nami picks up another new pick with this Sylvana.
You're going to show who's the better Dyrod? What was this pick? What was this? Let's see.
Well, that's right. Nami ran the Dyrus last game, and you see Sylvana walking into the jungle immediately, giving Pika no rest. But the problem here is Pika has retreat, and Nami doesn't. So she goes in for a little harass, takes a turret shot on the way out. I'm not sure who's worse for wear on that trade. We'll see if that has any effect on the game moving forward. But this is jungle high and dry Dyrus versus a flickered Sylvana. So she's going to have that potential to engage. We'll see how it works.
And the question is, do you want to really get... for a second, I thought when I saw the Sylvana getting picked up, we couldn't see what Pika was picking. I was thinking, all right, maybe you can trap the Harris, right? Or the Harley, I mean. But now it's like, do you really want to get trapped up close and personal with the Dairoth? You know, like just from last game, the damage output of Dairoth around that level 5 and 6 is insane. I think it just about peaks anybody. If you're getting hit by the, like, I don't think there's any other 1v1er that's doing more damage than Dairoth and just raw output of damage. So like, you got to be able to outplay him, and she does have some maneuverability, but she's gonna have to be careful about it.
Actually thinking the same thing with the Sylvana pick. Maybe hoping that he was going Harley again for the trap. Oh, the tease. Oh man.
Pika's going for the dive here. Bism Strike does miss. The flicker comes in. Nami gets the stun. Pika under the tower, gonna take a shot. It's a trade for trade. Luna, you wanted spicy, and we're getting spicy.
Spicy for sure.
Amazing. So I think Dara died second there. So if that repeats itself 2 more times over and they both die, the person who gets the kill first will be the winner. So just in case you're worried about
they both
die, what happens, right? So the first person that died at 3, first person to get 3 kills, no matter how it goes down, will win. But that was the Sylvana level 3 versus Dairoth level 4. Good job on Pika punching on the power spike, had the level advantage, had the ulti advantage, and pushed in on that. But then Nami flickers out of the way and changes up the scenario entirely. Well played, great mechanics coming off from both these players.
Yeah, she uses that flicker so well, Ben. Like, even just playing against it, I knew, and I didn't see it coming.
She's got
now
PTSD.
she gets the flicker behind him to dodge the Abysm Strike and then stuns him immediately. So now this is going to probably put a little bit of understanding in Pika, knowing, okay, maybe I don't want to just dive under the tower, or I at least need to make sure that flicker's not there, because he can't just be the aggressive Dairoth that you can be sometimes, especially since she has the flicker as well. So it's definitely going to start to become a bit of mind games here.
The items come out. I believe that Dairoth is going to be building, what's the item with the hook on it? Not Blade of Hepatitis, but one of the other ones there for all of the pin on the item. And then Hunter Strike. Production's like, Hunter Strike, man. Hunter Strike. Sorry, man. And then we have Sylvana building some magic item that I don't know the name of. I'm not even going to try. But these guys are almost to their first items. And we see Pika picking up a lot of farm in the jungle. He does have the level advantage. But when these guys meet again, I wonder how the trade will go. Because we're dead even locked 1-1 here. Gold is very similar.
Ben, have you ever gotten the Blade of Hepatitis?
yeah, you know, I had my shots back in the.
Just wondering. I don't know. I was just wondering. It's a tricky thing, man. It's a tricky thing. It really stings sometimes. It's a dangerous blade. But Nami getting the poke here. Luna, the way you're seeing things, who do you think's gonna come out here in the next kill?
I like spicy, so I'm just waiting for the spice to unload. If it ain't spicy, I don't want it.
Okay,
Let's see when there's another
Luna,
Ethan.
I don't know what to take from Luna, what she just said, but yep, we want some spices. We have a little bit of an engage here. Pika goes in. Nami drops to 75%. Cooldowns have been burned. The ultimate does miss. Now Dara's walking back in. The ulti he has ultimate mobility here. Pika lays down another skill, and she has to flicker out. This is Nami, been taking a little bit of advantage, but still, their health bars are deadlocked. Both ultis are burned. All the summoner spells are gone. It's 1-1 still.
Yeah, I mean, they both miss the ultimates there, and this is what I was saying, like, they're both being very tricky about the way they move around. It's really going to come down to who makes that first mistake here. Who flickers a little bit too early or a little bit too late, and who's going to call the flicker, who's going to call the dash and make sure that stun hits at the right time or that Abysm Strike hits at the right time. Both of them, though, playing amazingly well at the 5-minute mark.
See invasion of the jungle there. Oh, stolen.
Yeah, Dairoth gets out with a little bit of a steal right there, and those buffs really do make a lot of difference. I think red buff is more important in 1v1s than blue, but it's still a lot of golden experience going over. And if you steal the other person's, they can't as easily go get yours because you're standing there waiting for them, right? So it's always good to steal buffs, especially in a 1v1. Letho is very important as well, right? But this Dairoth still eking out an experience lead, getting to the jungle, but also getting the lane. And we're past 5 minutes now. So Dairoth's not losing anything out by having Retry and getting the minions in the lane. Plus he gets jungle. He's really scaling well right now.
You know, I'm really wondering, like, where has this Nami been? Where was this Nami when she got the loss against Pokemon? Was it just kind of a, wait a second? Pika gets the Abysm Strike, not too much damage. Nami, though, is going low, used the ultimate just to escape there. Gonna be able to walk away, but did lose out on that fight. As I was saying, I think Nami, though, just really, as she's advanced through this tournament, it seems like she's just getting better and better. She's slowly scaling more and more and just finding some momentum. And I think if she can get this win on Pika here, she could really become a threat to the top.
I think she's the great escapist.
Definitely dodging out from all this damage that the Dairoth is bringing, but Pika extending the lead even now. Now a 2-level gap. We're seeing a 400 gold, which is not that much gold, right? It's not that big of a difference. But as the game goes on, now that it's past the 5-minute mark, Dairoth's going to be double dipping. Jungle priority and getting the lane experience. We see a little bit of engage here as Pika tries to go down, but Nami slips out again as the great escape artist.
One thing I will say that if Pika wins this, Pika comes out on top in this, ends up going against AV. I think a lot of some of these lower bracket people are looking for that revenge match, right? Pika wants to find, hold on a second, both of them pop the ultimates, nothing is left, this is just a final duel. Pika low, Nami low, Nami used the flicker, gets the stun, gonna come in, pick up the kill, a beautiful sidestep at that. Nami, 2-1, Luna.
Oh man, that was intense. That was intense.
Was that spicy?
Sure.
Was that spicy, Luna?
It was mild.
It was mild? That was habanero hot sauce right there. That was one of them packs that you don't even get from Taco Bell. That thing was coming in hot.
Taco Bell hot? I don't know about that.
I thought it was incredibly well played. Nami has shown her usage of flicker on these heroes is incredible. On the Dairoth, you saw, but it's the flicker. I think we need to ban Nami flicker and make this a little bit more even. She uses it too well. Even myself, like, I don't even know how to put flicker in plays like that. This is crazy. She's done it on Sylvana, she's done it on the Dairoth. It's just so cool to see her use that and have that high level understanding of the hero. And also the other hero, knowing she had to flicker out and then she walked right back in for the skill, just giving herself a little bit of time for that skill damage, and she won. Now it's 2-1. Nami's walking around this with an advantage. If he catches Dairoth one more time, it'll be GG.
Most definitely. I mean, at this point, Pika is on the behind. But one thing we have to mention, Pika is still up on gold a little bit. So it's not like he's out of it. It's not like Nami's caught in this snowball that sometimes you see when someone gets ahead on kills. Pika, and you might have to do it to this, is Pika going around farming, Nami kind of playing it a bit slower here. Hanging out in these bushes, waiting for the plays to happen. Maybe she thinks Pika's waiting it out too. But this could come to a disadvantage to Nami if she just lets Pika going around doing whatever he wants.
I think the next engagement is going to be an intense one as well.
Spicy.
maybe Thai spicy.
Hey, and we see Pika
go.
giving respect in the lane right here. Although 2 levels ahead, gold is pretty much tied. Pika's giving ultimate respect here to Nami, letting Nami walk up through the lane. And honestly, no comeback from Pika so far. He does have red buff, Nami does have blue buff. This could be where the match ends or takes a turn as the ulti goes in. She does catch Dara. Dara cannot run away. He has to fight right here. Taking down very low. This could be it. Very low for Pika. Can he get away? He flickers forward. Will he get it? And Pika walks away.
He's running. Can he get away? Oh god, they're going in the off lane. Fuck it. He gets away, Ben.
Man, Pika narrowly escapes the great escape artist herself. You saw Savannah flickers forward, tries to finish the kill, but Pika slips and slides his way all the way to that side lane turret, getting a little bit of safety up there and able to recall. Now, with the flicker down, Dara's cooldowns are up. Will he be able to do something as they engage again on the blue buff?
Ooh, she did just blow the ultimate too. Pika does take that blue buff, so he's going to continue to farm and keep on scaling in this gold. He's now up about 300, so still not out of this. But when it comes down to this 1v1, taking a look at these items real fast, the problem with Sylvana is she's got that spell vamp, man. And it doesn't even matter. We saw him land that Abysm Strike earlier, but she's popping that second skill, I forget the name of it, and it's just, or the first skill, and she's just getting all of her life back, so it's doing absolutely nothing to her. I think he needs to lock in something like that Dominance Ice, some sort of defense here, some sort of anti-spell vamp, something like that.
I'm not too familiar with the items, but I see a Birdie in armor there.
Yeah, see both players going for Dom Ice right now, and they recognize Darath has the sustain built into his kit. Sylvana's built concentrated here. She's going to be spellbending so much. Now, a little bit of skill stuns him, a little bit of damage. Remember, she builds up that shield as well. It makes so hard for Darath to put this burst through, who's a very bursty hero. He needs to get in, do his damage, get back on. This is a high and dry Darath, level 14. He's 2 levels ahead. He's still giving her respect as they do clash over in the side lane. The ulti has landed. Pika has been caught again. Will it matter this time? They're both equal health right here. Cooldowns get traded. Nami taking worse. Pika does get the kill over Nami. And now it is 2-2, pushing back in. What can he do with 30 seconds?
Luna, if that's not Thai spicy, we're at 2-2. We're at 11 minutes. Let me break this down for you, because either one of these people are going home tonight. So if you don't think this is Thai spicy, Luna, you need to get out of here.
I said it was Thai spicy. Rematch with you.
He has thrown down the challenge for T-Rex. Will it be shown? We'll never know. Pika
This isn't about
uses
us.
30 seconds to take over the jungle. Takes the whole blue side jungle, and excuse me, the red side jungle, and is up now level 15, and now up 1,500 gold over Sylvana. That is the completion of an item. Dominant Ice coming through. Now walking in this blue up. How much else will we be able to steal? The problem with this play is we're 12 minutes, right? We need to get the full build quickly because at 12 minutes we have 3 minutes left, and there's a big wave pushing on the side of Nami.
Most definitely, and with that wave actually, and there's a huge wave pushing on the side of Nami towards Pika, right? So that's big, and it's already broken through, and this is gonna start to give Nami this bit of advantage. Pika maybe wanting to try to make the play here, doesn't even go back to base. He is forcing this on the chase, gets stuck in that wall, decides to turn back. At this point, he's gonna have to go back. How you feeling? Let me bring it out of you. How are you feeling? What's going through your head right now? What's going on with this game? Give me the shout call right here.
Till the next. Antique cuirass? I don't know any of these items. But
Tell me
here's the
what's
chase. Here's the chase. Here's the chase. Uh-oh. Oh. He's like, I'm going home.
Luna, you cracking me up. I'm losing focus. I'm losing composure here.
Let me take this animal real quick.
13 minutes in, we have 2 minutes left to sudden death. And this is a high and dry Dara. But we've seen as these guys meet up, man, they're really tight fights. And I believe if Nami doesn't use that flicker, which is on cooldown currently, but will be up for sudden death. If she doesn't use that correctly, I do believe Dara has the DPS advantage, has the burst to finish this out. It's can Nami outplay it with flicker or not? And he has to watch out for that as we 1.5 minutes away from sudden death.
Yeah, not only that, Nami is finally starting to jungle a bit here, right? And that's where she was kind of falling behind a bit there. We saw, I think that's the real reason why the gold lead got so diff. She was spending so much time just kind of hovering over the mid lane, waiting for fights to happen, where Pika was using that to farm around, as I stated earlier. Now, Nami kind of taking a different route. She's not trying to force these fights anymore. She's farming. She knows that sudden death is coming soon, so she needs to try to get as many items, as much gold as she can in before it's all in. And this is going to be, if this goes to sudden death, first sudden death since of 2-2. Normally there's always one person with advantage. Wait a second, possible fight. Pika trying to get the engage. Both of them dodge out of the way. Both ults have been used. A little bit of a standstill. The stun comes on to Pika here. Nami trying to run away now. Pika on the chase. Nami goes down. And ladies and gentlemen, Nami will go home. But what a valiant effort. Pika feeling good in the player cam. Helmet is off. Maybe that's been the problem, because now he's ready to go.
Pika.
Pika.
My man, I see you. Quit trolling on that Harley. Bring us the smoke, man. I want to see more of that Dyroth in these matches.
He's been trolling us all. He has been trolling us all for sure. Now, Luna, final question, was that game?
Super spicy. We had 2 great escapists. It was like Thai spicy for sure.
One more thing, Ben.
Go ahead,
Sorry. We had a huge donation during that game. $200. $200 of toys for Tots. We have now hidden 895. I set the Toys for Tot donation goal at $1,000. Wasn't really expecting to hit it, but I had a feeling. I had a feeling we were gonna get close. I know it's the holidays. I know even though we're not hitting thousands of viewers on the stream, all of us have a strong, loving fan base, and we have hit $895. So right now I'm feeling like whoever wins this whole event in general is a win. Thank you guys. And that donation was from Mick Toady TV. Mick Toady TV, thank you so much. You've put some toys in some kids' stockings this Christmas.
Oh wow, look, another donation.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know
Let's
who's
go.
that. Who is that?
Bring it on.
PRIV8D8 Priv8 a dancer. Priv8 a dancer. Thank you for the donation. $20. Thank you.
What was that? Potatoes giving out his taters.
Tots for kids. Tots for kids.
Guys, we're $85 away from making it to $1,000, and as we've said many times before, each person who entered this event had also contributed $100, so we're already at $1,200. Guys, we have passed there's another 20, guys. We've passed $2,000 given to charity just for this event. Thank you guys so much. I think this displays the generosity, the amazingness of people coming together, collaborating, and making a beautiful event. Thank you guys for being here. This has been fantastic.
Luna?
I'm just excited. All these
I really like putting Luna on the spot.
Wow. No, I'm just at the chat going. Everyone's like in the spirit and like all the love and all the donations and thinking about those kids.
Can we get an ooh woo?
Ooh, can you? Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There you go. For the kids.
That's worse. Dude,
that came off wrong.
Okay, moving right along.
Moving on.
What a match though, honestly. Savannah into Dyroth, highly mechanical difference there, and we saw Dyroth was able to track her down in the jungle before sudden death went off, and was able to find her before the flicker was available. And honestly, great game to both of them. It was back and forth the whole time. That might be the most tightly contested game we've had, as it really ranged back and forth the entire time and really demanded high mechanical outplays from each other.
I mean, it was. Probably, honestly, like if I have to look at all the matches and I just think of like evenly paced, going down to the wire, like that game, probably one of the just down to the wire matches that we've seen. I don't think we've seen a 2-3 yet. It's normally like one person wins and the other person comes back and sweeps. I don't think we've seen a game that close. And just that, like, both of them with all the flickers and dashes and stuff, it was just so back and forth. Atrocity in our video right now. Anyways, we will up next be having AV going against Pika. Pika on the gauntlet right now in this bottom bracket. If he wins this, we're going to see him again going against Private. And then if he wins that, he'll be in the finals up against Ben, the merciless done had it himself. So definitely very epic.
Big games coming up, and I talked about this in my promo video. Pika's the one that I'm looking out for. I knew Pika was going to be a strong contender in this, very high ranked player, plays a lot of high level matches. He was just playing a professional tournament last night. He lost, but he was playing on a pro, and I don't play on the pro level, so this guy is a good player. He's taking the Dairoth, he's taking the Harley. I wonder what else he might have up his sleeve. Carry, something like that maybe. So I'm really worried about his pool. This is a good player. And now we're seeing Pika start to run this lower bracket. He got pushed down in the lower bracket. He beat Nami. Now he's going up against AV. AV is no slouch. This is going to be a great match.
So up next, we have someone great coming to join us. I didn't know what it was at first. I didn't know who it was. I thought somebody hacked into our cameras. But we have Xena joining us in just a second. Before that, Luna, thank you so much. I had a lot of fun casting with you. I had a lot of fun beating you yesterday. I can't wait to see you in the future events. Thank you. Any last words?
I'd just like to say I want to learn some pointers from the great escapist. Nami, I'm hitting you up.
Next.
Hi.
Xena, how is it going? Is that you? Is that you?
Pika, Pikachu. But sheesh, that was a good game, I'm just saying. And Nami's showing it up for the girl.
The thing I am looking at right now. This atrocity on screen. This is Satan himself.
Pokemon.
So we know who you're cheering for, correct?
Oh. Well, I don't know. Who's going next? Was it
Pika and AV?
Pika and you?
Damn, how good. Pika and AV.
Pika and AV.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hopefully Pika. I like Pokemon, so you know. Pikachu. Let's go.
Just know, if any of you guys donated anything to this event for this charity, it was all worth it with this final for Cameron and Cena right here. Ben, how do you feel about the upcoming game?
I don't even know what to say anymore. We've gotten so off track. I don't know where to go. Let's just talk about AV and Pika, okay? AV has shown us a few different picks. This guy, mechanically skilled. And then we see Pika, a few different picks, mechanically skilled. I'm going to be in the finals, and I'm thinking about who I want to play against, because I'm trying to win. I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to win. I'd rather go against AV than Pika, because we've seen, I've won against AV. He's maybe bring something else out, but man, I am eternally afraid of Pika's champion pool.
Yeah, I think like now that Pika's, I was a little worried about Pika, right? Like we see the Harley get picked twice. I'm like, oh, right. I thought, you know, we were all wondering. We're wondering, come on, is it true that all he can play is tanks? But he comes in with the Dairoth pick, shows up, gets a win on Nami, who was like rolling hot. Like we saw her, she kicked my butt. She whooped me, rubbed my face in the dirt. And then she put up a good fight against Pika, and Pika still comes out on top there, 3-2. So I feel like we could possibly see something else from him, maybe even something other than the Dairoth here.
This is fun. Seeing everybody come with all these different heroes, and you know, everyone changing it up. It's pretty awesome to see. And like, were you guys expecting him to pick Harley again? I mean, I wasn't expecting him to pick Harley in the first place. But now he's chosen Dairoth, and he kind of like showed how Dairoth needs to be used. You know, I'm just kidding. Private. I love you. I'm just kidding.
Right I thought you guys were friends, but I guess
I'm
not
just
anymore,
kidding.
So, something like that. I you know, you're the same. I echo the same sentiment. I did not see the Harley pick coming out, but when it came out, I understood the mindset. I understood that what he was trying to accomplish with that, right? But enough about what I got to say. Let's see what these guys are talking trash about.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bring the Heat. I'm your boy Pika, and this is why I'm going to win. Because I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. You got that?
I am the champion of 1v1. And I am here to become the best of the upcoming 1 vs 1 tournament. And you're about to see it, because I was called Chicken's parents. But no, you know why? Because I taught him how to play. And you are about to see. I am Avery, the best of the best.
Sorry, so what?
We are back. Ben said I got to be anchor, so I'm going to be anchor and carry this one in. This is Pika going against AV. And when you look at this verse screen, this is like, these are two serious guys. It's not a giant-faced Ben. It's not a potato. It's not a guy with handlebar mustache or a girl in a Pikachu costume. These are two guys, boxing gloves, ex-pro player, possible future pro player. These guys are serious. They came into this thing to win it. Xena, you said you feel good about Pika, but is that your final bet?
Yes, I think Pika can take this. So hopefully he can. Like my first choice was Private and he won over Pika, but hopefully Pika can come back. And will he be going against Private again? Or
If he wins this, yes.
yeah. So I want to
For
see that
revenge.
rematch, you know?
That would be a cool rematch, but I'm rooting for AV all day. AV,
Oh.
AV.
Ben wants that AV rematch, huh? You trying to catch that rematch against
Oh.
AV? A lot of possible rematches, and any of them would be great, right? Like seeing the Pika verse Private would be nice. Seeing the AV versus Ben. Everyone kind of wants it out for Ben right now because all of these guys, except for Pika, got knocked down from Ben. So Pika wants Ben, AV wants Ben. The targets are on his forehead right
out
now.
for blood.
And from what we saw from the verse screen, that thing is big. So there's a lot of people coming for it.
I heard that his face too big, guys. Gotta bring it down a notch.
Oh man, I love how much fun this is gonna be. When we're coming into the game, guys, we have Pika the Pikachu versus AV the cool-blooded killer. How's it gonna go, T?
I mean, this is a spicy one, right? This is definitely an interesting one. We have two mobile heroes on the map. We saw how slick Pika could be on this Dairoth, even without the flicker, right? We know that he can get to you with that second skill, I think it is. You kind of get that automatic lock-on dash. Now, that could help against this Julian that AV has picked, because AV on the Julian, very slippery, but the Dairoth can still catch you, even if, as long as he times it right. So it's definitely going to be interesting, highly mechanical from both players. I think we're in for a show.
They both chose the heroes that they chose the previous game, so it'll be fun to see if they can pull off what they did in the last game, like in the last game they did. So
A little bit of a difference here. Both jungles here. We see AV pushing into this jungle, giving him a little bit of banter. I love the swagger coming out from my man AV. Going over to the buff, he knows he's there. Give him a little recall, 1-2, and goes back to lane. But this is two jungles, right? So they both start on their blues, and now they're moving into the map. Now, Julian does have this push. He's getting a little gold off this turret, but I don't think it'll mean much. We haven't yet seen this go anybody's direction. We'll see what happens as this game goes forward on the lead, though, right now.
Yeah, hold on. I think we got some traders on the cam of AV. She's holding a Pikachu. I don't know if she's going to murder her on screen as a show of defiance or if she is cheering for Pika right now. Very confused. She's punching it in the face. This is not good.
Nope,
Pika,
you're going
to need to do something about this.
Pika, she's taunting him right here. She's like, oh, nope, this Pikachu mobile, what is it, McDonald's Pikachu is going down.
keep making AV laugh. We're working in Pika's favor right now.
Yeah, this is like a 2v1 scenario, man. I don't know about this. Pika is down.
It's
one
rigged.
Man right here. He doesn't have a beautiful sidekick to be able to say, hey, go Pika, go. Man, she's over there dunking on Pikachu. I wish we had like an AV doll we could poke needles in on the other side.
She's like a wonderful cheerleader. She actually, her name's Ariel. She kind of has the colors of Ariel on right now too. You guys notice the green and the purple?
Right. She's got the mermaid vibe going on for sure.
Yeah.
Now back to the game, Ben. Tell us what's going on.
A little bit of a steal there. I thought we were going to see a little action. I was about to straight interrupt you guys talking about Pikachu and Pikachu. But we have Dyrop walking over and a little bit engaged in the mid lane, but Julian is able to slip away with those skills. And like T highlighted earlier, it's going to be a very mechanical match. I think one of the biggest differences here, high and dry on the Dyrop. That 7% all damage coming across is going to be huge in these trades. And we haven't seen them yet come into a class where one wasn't able to escape quickly.
Most definitely. And now it looks like we might have that Clash. Pika coming in and doing a lot of damage. Able to slip away. AV able to get that dash on, but Pika still on the hunt. If he can get the dash in, uses the retry.
Chasing him down. Oh,
And AV goes down. Pika picks up the first kill.
He chased him down. All right, now he's about to hit on this turret and like take some of that gold.
What do you say when you hit on a turret?
Hit on the turret. I know how. I don't know. Hit on that turret.
You look beautiful with that gold shield.
You look beautiful.
How
there
you
it is,
doing?
man.
How you doing?
He's supposed to be the anchor of this thing, but he's encouraging us here. And we're going
I'm
off
carrying
the rails.
this event. I'm carrying this event on my shoulders, Ben. Now tell us about the game, Ben.
All right, well, I mean, a little bit of a defiance from Pika there. Julian not able to get away. He's trying to run away, gets the ice cold retreat, and just pulls up with a nice smooth ulti. I thought Julian was going to be able to escape from that, but Julian seems to need a little bit more time to get going in this game to have his burst, but he's 800 gold behind now. That's a huge swing. He's going to be able to get this first item, which he just locked in, which is Hunter Strike, and he's now able to have a whole item completion above him. So if they meet again right now, it's going to be really in Pika's favor. Now, I do think that this Ice Cold Retro is going to do a lot for Pika to be able to start to catch Julian. Julian needs to work on his combos, start breaking ankles. We have a little bit of an engage here, down to half health, and they do walk away.
Very close, and it still looks like the fights could go either way, even with slightly that gold deficit. But Pika just kind of getting the better overall. One thing, since we have a little bit of dead time, I think, I'm going to take it serious for a second. Now, Ben, in the past, the Retribution was not really popular in 1v1s, right? Like, it just, you kind of end up losing out on gold sometimes in them. But in this tournament, we've been seeing so many junglers, so many people picking up that Retribution, and it's kind of been working out. Do you think, your personal opinion, is it the viable choice?
Oh, I might have to wait up on my opinion. We see another engage from Dara coming in, but he does catch the stun to the face and Julian walks away. We got to see a lot more of that of Julian coming out. Dara doesn't have some of the tools that Julian has in this kit, and I think that it allows him to escape in a lot of these scenarios. But as long as, to answer your question, T, as long as you're getting lane farm and jungle creeps and appropriately passing between, and the trick for that is, if you're not having Retchi going against the Retchi, we have another engage here. I can't get it out, T. He's down to half health. The ultimate.
Oh,
Pika destroys him.
Dyros damage is
50% on that
ridiculous.
ultimate. Crazy ultimate coming out of Pika.
She might have to start hitting AV on the head with that Pika box, because Pika is dominating right now. This is looking rough, Xena.
It is looking rough. Pika may be able to take down this first turret.
Oh man, I thought you were going to talk for way longer than I was not prepared
Xena.
for the next.
Come on, Xena.
But here it comes in, 2-0 for Pika. Now Pika, instead of being like 700 gold ahead, he's 1,000 gold ahead. He's going to walk into buffs now, as we do see AV trying to defend his buff, but wisely skirts away as he needs a little bit more time, and he needs to find a situation in which he can get in and out of this Dyrop. Juke the ult out, use those mobility spells to take the Dyrop's burst, but move away from it, right? And it's just tough because Pika is so good at landing these ultimates and things like that. And now High and Dry is going to be at its peak with all this damage. Now he puts in the Radiant armor. Julian's going to do even less. This is a big swing for the Dyrop.
Most definitely. I mean, it's a hard comeback for AV right here. And the thing about it too is Julian's not like a beefy boy. AV takes a lot of damage. The business comes in and it's 3-0.
Sneaky.
GG.
Yeah, he snuck up on him like, who you thought who's your daddy?
There you go, Xena. Announce the winner for us real fast, Xena.
Oh, so the winner is Pika. Wait, hold on.
You can do better than that.
Pikachu.
There you go.
That was somehow
love
worse. I don't know how, but that was somehow worse. Pika able to sneak into that jungle and wait for Julian to walk over. He knows he wants that farm. He wants to use that retry, and that's what can sometimes be predictable. If you're using the out retry, they kind of know where your head's at. You want to go farm. So as soon as you push the lane, where are you going to go? You're going to farm, right? It was so interesting to jump in there and punish him when he's going to that buff. Well played from Pika, predicting the rotation out of Julian and ultimately punishing him so hard right there. And that, unfortunately, means we have to say goodbye to AV.
You know, before we say goodbye to AV, I do have to say one thing. You know, AV came into this kind of one of the X factors, a little bit. You know, a lot of us already knew each other. AV was one of the newer streamers invited to these things, and I think a lot of people didn't expect this out of him. The man got to 4th place in the whole event, did an amazing job, surprised me with the Harith pick, surprised a lot of people with the way he played, came a long way. So GG's to AV, definitely very well played throughout the whole tournament.
He did an amazing job. Like, I haven't really seen him play too much, but whoa, he came all the way to the end over here and taking it, fighting Pika. Oh my gosh, next is who? It's gonna be what? Private and Pika?
Private and, oh yeah, Private and Pika, Private and Pika.
I got one for potatoes too.
Correct. We're seeing a rematch of an earlier game, and last time Pika ran the Harley into the Basha, and the Basha dominated. Private won the game, and now we're walking into this is the second to last game. So this is the losers bracket final, right? This is, I guess, the semifinals for the entire. Whoever wins this match will face me in the finals. But this is like historic for these guys. Private dominated the Harley in the first game, right? Now Pika's back up against the wall, has to move over to Dyrop. What do you think about Dyrop going to the next game, T?
I can't think right now. I'm feeling really hungry. I want to eat some French fries.
You want some fries? Want some fries
I think
with that?
Xena just hit on me like she hit on that turret, not very well.
No surprise,
anyways, Xena, I'm so happy to have you. so happy to have you here. It's a pleasure meeting you in Vegas, and pleasure having you here tonight. You really brought. I'm glad I wasn't the only X Factor here tonight. It was a lot of fun. I think we are bringing on AV next, possibly Xena. How do you feel about the overall event? Overall, give us some final send-offs.
I think
Talk
the
for more
event
than 30 seconds.
I think the event went amazing, and I wanted to thank everybody that has donated to the Toys for Tots. That is a great cause to give toys to those families that, those kids that can't get those presents. It's really nice to see that everybody's come together and is donating for that. And the fact that we're all doing this for charity, even though I sucked and lost like crazy, I still had fun. I had a great time being here, and I appreciate you guys for having me.
That is the longest you've ever spoken, and it was fantastic. She was a little bit nervous coming into this, thought she wasn't good at it. Xena, you exited that out perfectly. You're just shining with all that oil and salt and grease on you. You're like a damn good pack of fries to me.
Ben just gave you the play-by-play over your cast. He was like, Xena came in a little bit nervous there, finished off very well though. Halfway through the speech, gave a great intro, and that was great, shiny, greasy. We loved it. That was clean. That was clean.
Gosh.
I think we're bringing in someone else now. Xena, much love.
Bye.
Bye. Who's up? Who's up next? Who do we got here? Is that a that is a Hello Kitty pillow? Okay. The truth comes out, AV. AV, how you feeling, man?
I was sorry, I was muted. I'm
good.
excited. It was a really good match. Pika's got some crazy skills. I got outplayed. Can't say more.
Happens to the best of us. It happens to the best
Yeah,
of
it
us.
happens. Just look over to your left right there. That's the man that just got outplayed by Nami. So, I mean, you're both sitting here like that, and I feel you. Man, I told you, from my promo video,
Ben, you don't
where
feel
I
us.
saw the moment who was in this tournament, I was like, man, Pika's going to be that. And he is showing up. I think he came in and was, like, kind of not showing his full power, playing down a couple power levels, and then he really charged up, as we will see the Potato Man do in a few moments. But man, he has made a run in this losers bracket. Now in the semifinal match against Private again, he's looking for revenge. He lost to him before. Will he have enough? I mean, maybe Dyrop isn't even what he goes now because he knows Private's a little tankier. What do you think, dude?
I'm honestly, I'm speechless. I know Private earlier tonight said he wanted to continue to switch things up. I don't know what Private's going to bring. I think the Bashia pick was super clutch earlier when he got the win over Pika. I don't think Pika expected that. I definitely don't think Pika's going to bring back the Harley, right?
You don't think so?
But the Dairoth is, like, honestly, when I was looking at this whole event, I was thinking about learning Dairoth. The only reason I didn't play him is because I really don't know him like that. I'm not comfy on him. But, like, the Dairoth is a tough pick to beat in the 1v1. Not a whole lot of heroes can deal with him that hard. Like, the damage is just so insane. So Pika could probably run it again if he wanted to. In, like, as long as he can shine mechanically, he could possibly get the win here.
Well, I'm excited to see the match. I think maybe I'm gonna throw a little prediction here. We see Dairoth versus Jawhead. I'm just gonna say it, but hey, what do I know? Let's see what these players got to talk about with each other.
You know, there have been a lot of talks and questions about who's going to be winning this thing, about who's going to be coming out on top. And for that answer, I come to you not as Private Dancer the King Tato, but as Private Dancer the Potato Pastor, singing you from the Gospel of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. And the Good Book says that there will be judgment, that there will be a reckoning. And the Good Book says that Private Dancer will not be beaten by the likes of Xena Lily, a person who calls her followers sinners. Or people like Trex and G the Echo, or Steph Wheezy. Steph Wheezy, a name like an upper respiratory infection, an infection of the soul, an infection of the spirit, an infection that I will snuff out with the glorious good light of the Good Book of Mobile Legends. I will be indeed bringing the heat of fire and brimstone. The heat that will sanitize us and cleanse us of the demons. Amen.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Bring the Heat. I'm your boy Pika, and this is why I'm going to win. Because I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. You got that?
Luna's going up, right? So I'm gonna.
And we're back, and we have a rematch of Pika versus Private round 2. This is the semifinals match. Whoever wins this will be escalated to the finals.
Oh, and so we have two big things that have just happened, right? We got the Pika, we got the rematch coming in, and right now they are neck and neck. 45% saying Private, the Potato King Dancer, are going to take this, and 55 on the side of Pika, the Wild Pokemon. But hold on a second, because ladies and gentlemen, we had a $65 anonymous donation, and I've hit $1,000 raising charity for Toys for Tots.
Woo! That is so amazing. That is a lot of money raised for kids. I cannot believe we have met this mark. Guys, if you're in the chat right now, thank you so much for being here. If you're one of the donators, thank you even so much more, man. It's a soft spot in a lot of people's hearts to be able to give it. There's nothing like giving a kid a gift on Christmas morning. There's just nothing like it. Thank you guys so much.
Most definitely. So, AV, we got you here for a second. You had a really great run through this event, securing 4th place over a lot of other really strong opponents, including myself. Give us, I got Xena's input. Give us, how do you feel about the whole event? How are you feeling about all this? This is your first time joining us on the NASL for anything. Give me some words.
It is my first time. I was actually kind of nervous, especially like on my first match. I didn't know what to expect. And then I got paired against a Belleric from Embe. It was actually good. It was an interesting match. And then I went for another comfort pick for my second match against you, Rex. But then, unfortunately, like I don't want to make excuses. I was in a high MS yesterday. I actually wanted to go against
today.
I wanted to go against Edith again on the final against Ben with my Harriet. I wanted to show that I could beat him with the Harriet. But it happens. I got against.
Hey, you guys can catch it in the after party. After party 1v1s. Everyone get their. And of course, we may be doing this again, but hold on. We are now jumping into this game. This is Pika versus Private Dancer. And hold on, wait a second. Pika staying with the Dairoth. But what is that surprise pick coming in from Private, Ben?
This looks crazy. This is as spicy as Luna can take it, man. This is hot. We've got two high and dries. That's going to be matched, right? So there's going to be a ton of damage coming out from these guys. Great pick for the 1v1s. But we have a Ministar versus a Dyrop. Pika's been playing this. He's comfortable on it. This is the first time we've seen Private pull out the Ministar. I have a feeling he has been preparing this and late in the tournament. I think this is a pocket pick for him. Both have the jungle emblem. Both have the jungle retry, so they're going to be jungling a lot. Interesting to see how this plays out with the ultis.
Is this the secret weapon?
It could be. Actually, I thought about picking Minzitar. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it, but I'd rather stay on a comfort pick, so that's why. But actually, I think this could be it. This could be the key.
I'm worried that when Ministar pulls in the Dyrop isn't going to want to dash. He's going to want to be pulled in because I want to get right on top of you and burn you with all my cooldowns. So it's going to be interesting to see if maybe Private was expecting the Dyrop and did this on purpose, or if he was thinking this was going to be a different pick and he just had Ministar down so good that he could play it into a lot of things. So maybe we can get some comms from him later on about kind of the hierarchy and the theory crafting and behind this. But right now, I think I give this to Dyrop. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, like I've stated the whole night now, the Dyrop damage is just so much. It's going to be hard to deal with, and we're already seeing it. We do get that lock up, but still the damage is there. The pull-in comes in, but Pika wants to continue this. Private Dancer brought very low. Pika brings it in under the tower, takes a shot. It's going to go down. First kill going to Private. I would say that tower scored it, but still it is a misplay by Pika.
That's 3 kills right there. It was actually really good because he got pulled into the turret and then he thought he could tank the damage and kill him, but he missed that step away and then he just ended up there. Sitting dog under the turret, he died.
Yeah, it was that Ministar popping that shield out at the last moment and then walking away, and Dyrop is then stunned under the turret. He's a hero that doesn't have a very big health pool. He has to do damage to sustain. If he was just stunned there under the turret, Private with that outplay, baiting Pika in, come get some from the Dyrop, and under the turret lays down the shield. What a great outplay for Private.
Yeah, just and that stun, that slight, even though it's not a long one, that slight mishap kind of makes Pika stutter in that skill combo that you want to hit, and it could be the saving grace for Private Dancer here in some of these fights. I think Pika's really going to try to needs to direct these fights away from the towers. He doesn't want to try to get caught in a bad situation there where he can get locked up, because if he takes 2 tower shots like that, 1 or 2, and gets stunned up, it's just GG's.
Yeah, I think I was kind of worried about the speed of jungling from Minzitar. But with this kill, actually Minzitar kind of evened up the thing.
Yeah, I think Ministar's going to be slow in the jungle, right? And so the retry is an interesting pick. I don't know if it could have been maybe better. I'm not really sure. I don't play a lot of Ministar, right? But I think T's right. If Pika can get this fight away from the turret, I think he's going to win. I would be super interested to know how much of that kill damage to Dyrop was percentage of turret, right? Rather than Ministar's damage. I bet it was a lot.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that Pika really has here that we've seen in the past couple games, his pathing is just super clean. Like, even when he takes a death in the early stage and is behind, he still stays ahead in gold. And you can put that to the fact that Dyrop is a good jungler, but also just the way he catches the mid waves, also farms, keeps it up, keeps on pressure, is able to take a death, be out of the game for 10 seconds, and still keep a gold lead. I mean, it's kind of scary, it's definitely, Ben's been talking about how Pika's someone he's been worried about, and this is where we're seeing it.
I mean, we all know Pika is one of the best players in the whole tournament, even though everyone's really good here, but he's one of the highest ranked here, and there's a reason for that. Even though he usually plays support heroes, doesn't mean he doesn't have the skills to play other heroes, and he's showing off right here.
Right, that's a great point. I think it's, yeah, he's a tank man. He plays those hard engaged heroes, but now we're seeing him just flex. And a little bit of recall banter. I love to see it. Can we get a charge up, Potato Man? Can we get the Super Saiyan Potato?
I mean, he did, during that charge up, he did just lock in that blade of Hepatis. And so we definitely, Hepatis, not hepatitis, but we did see him lock that in. So we are going to see a bit more damage out from him now as well. On the side of Pika, still working on that Hunter Strike, should be coming in shortly. But it is another fun fact. Private decided only to pick up the first spot of those boots and go straight into damage here. Doesn't look like he's going to be finishing out the boots either just yet. Going to continue to work on the rest of these items. Wait a second, gets a nice hook onto Pika along with the stun, and this is that problem.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, maybe. I'm so sorry. I talked over you.
Hey, don't worry about that. So I was just gonna say, like, I don't think Minstar has the damage to fight in a 1v1 versus Daira. So I would start getting concerned if we hit the 10 minutes mark. The damage is still gonna be increasing from Daira. Then Minstar is just not gonna happen.
Well, I want to counter that idea because I just thought of something. Have you really ever seen Ministar play damage, like full damage? I haven't with a high and dry, so maybe we don't even really know what this guy can put out with all the ultimate soldiers laying down, sticking their spear in there too. So I want to see what happens on the full ult comes down, because then Dara, he can't get away. He's forced to go all in with that, and then Private can combo with a hook. So I think we're seeing some real cool adaptation that I think nobody would have expected but the mind of the Potato Man himself.
Yeah, man, that potato brain is much bigger than we all thought it was. The man has played a different hero every single game and performs well with them, honestly. You know, before this event, Private was talking about how it wasn't that serious. He didn't care that much about the actual 1v1, but this man has definitely been dwelling on this. Look at the smile on his face. The evildoer, the true villain in this event has shown his colors.
Oh man, Private. Thank you for the charge up, man. Always bring. We do finally see the ulti come in. Spear's doing a lot of damage. Dara taking on 50%. Private has only still got shield. Hook comes in, man. He should be able to finish here, but Dairos squeaks away with a dash. But now you see that full damage coming out with Private, and he can hook him back into that ultimate as well to have all those soldiers. He's making it a true 5v1. This is a 1v1. He's calling out all those soldiers.
You were actually right. Like, he's 2 levels behind and 1,000 gold behind, and he's still, put Daira to suffer right now. So you might be right on that. We've never seen a real Minsitar on pure damage.
It's a very good point, and something else interesting though is Pika this time opting, he's gonna start locking in this dominance ice now, which that was something I was saying. I was like, I don't know, if he can secure some defense, it could help him out in these fights a bit more, because it's true that damage from Private is a little bit much, and the fights are going on longer, and like Pika, if Pika can sustain some of those skills, because we've talked about, cooldown manipulation, letting things happen. If he can sustain the battle, he could come out. He just, I think, needs a little bit of defense. But until he can do that, Private's going to continue to have the win.
Man, I think this is one of the first games we've seen the towers be so healthy throughout this whole game. And this is just such a treat. Seeing full damage Ministar come out, that's beautiful. I'm not sure if Dom Ice is the right item to get a build. Maybe even Oracle could be better, because it's going to give you that health, the sustainability, but also rapidly increase all the sustainability you get. So it's interesting to see him go for the cooldown, the heal cut for Ministar. Do you guys know if Ministar does he get a lot of health back? Is it life steal? What's going on with him?
As far as I know, no, but like, again, I got like 3 games of Minsitar, so I wouldn't be really able to tell you that. But I would have gone actually maybe for either brute force or maybe antique red, because you wanna be able to build some defense. But I don't know if anti-heal is the right call here.
Okay, so he gets a little bit of heal and some shield after using the shield skill, the second skill. Okay. Also, I have not ever casted over many Ministar games. I know his ultimate is called King's Calling, and that is about it. And there goes the King's Calling. But Pika does have the advantage. Wait a second, doing a bit more damage. Private getting brought low. It is a bit of a battle. The consistency is there for Pika. Pika wants to chase it. Goes under the tower. Gets pulled back in. And Private Dancer takes it. Pikachu. You could see it on his face after that loss. He wanted it. He got greedy. He got hungry. And Private was ready. The potatoes powered up.
Oh man, Private double outplays on the Dairos, pulls him in the turret, not expecting that turret damage, but I think this highlights what we've been talking about the whole time. Can Private make it work without the turret when it comes to Sundead? Can Pika last to another, 6 minutes here and get to that point? Will it change the outcome?
I don't know, I think we're seeing the beginning of a new meta.
New 1v1 meta. This is the beginning of a new 1v1 meta. Now, that, the Dairoth, I think even there, I think it's, you play that Dairoth and you want to be aggressive, and I think Pika just needs to slow down a bit. He's now 2-0. He was winning out in that fight, right? Private once again goes under the tower, baits him in for the dive and gets it. So it still kind of holds true. If Pika can keep these fights away from the towers, he can maybe come out on top. He's still ahead in gold. He's still ahead in gold. He just needs to stop falling into that trap that Private is just so nicely laying.
Yeah, he's baited him out twice now, but I just want to highlight really quickly in the throw of AV. Pika, if he's able to macro up right now, he's going to gain so much gold. Look at the pure amount of minions. This is like 500 gold walking into his bot lane tower. And now, right now, Private needs to make sure he can't get over there. Push that mid turret. Make him choose between saving your mid turret, picking up that gold. What are you going to do here? And I think so far, we're going to see Dara picking up a lot of gold from these minions pushing on these side lanes.
Yeah, he's gotta be concerned about the side lanes not getting pushed, because it was gonna be too overwhelming to have super minions trying to walking into your inhibitors. But at the same time, like you see, you're giving out your mid lane already.
Yeah, but this might be where Pika wants him. This time it's under his own towers. He is going to bring the dive in. Gets the Abysm Strike. No, it gets stopped. Gets stunned. He still does have it. Does land on a Private. Private very low this time. Pika also low. Gets stunned. Private continue to do it. Misses the hook. No lands. And Pika brought in. But Pika picks it up. And the Kings cannot finish it. Finally, Pika getting a kill on the map.
Yeah, this is 25 seconds of Private off and out. Dara's going to run through these turrets like warm butter. He's going for it. He's got a little bit of health left. He doesn't even care. He's pushing on these turrets as fast as he can, gaining all this gold. We have 3 minutes until sudden death, but just what we were talking about, guys. If the turret isn't there, can Ministar output the damage to kill Pika? Right there, it didn't look like it, and I don't think there were any mechanical errors. I think all skills landed.
I think right now the advantage is gonna keep going to the Dara. And then, yeah, he's gonna clear his waves before the minute 15, and then he's gonna gain so much gold, because Minstar still can't clear his top or bottom lane. So it's gonna be a lot of advantage for Dara coming into the minute 15.
Now that Pika's picked up the anti-craft as well, Pika is low on health, but still wants to fight this out. Goes for their buff, gonna get hooked back in. Private Dancer has dropped the King's Calling. Pika with the re-engage. Private very low. Are they gonna stun this up? Pika still low, gets the dash in, gonna get the finish. Ladies, gentlemen, this is a 2-2 bed.
What a comeback from Pika. He found his legs in this. He said, I will not be killed by another turret, my friend. And he's fighting in the jungle. He's fighting away from the enemy turrets, and that's so smart for Pika. Good adaptation. We've got now 2 minutes coming up to the sudden death. Can Pika end it before that? He has 20 seconds still on Private's death timer. What can he accomplish? I think to the trend of what Pika's been doing when he kills somebody, he goes and farms. He gets a lot of these jungle crits, extending the gold gap.
Yeah, right now he's gonna set up. Like I think he's just gonna clear his jungle, farm up a little bit more, and then just wait for the minute, because without the turrets, it seems like Minstar won't be able to take down Dara.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be easy. This is, I mean, we wanted a semifinals game, and this is definitely it, guys. It's 2-2. We've had some amazing games tonight, and what a way to lead off to the finals. Pika versus Private Dancer. I mean, I'm not counting Private out just yet. He is going to be getting a little bit of farm from those minions that are closing in on to his inhibitor towers. He needs to try to catch up here. He's finally locking in his first defensive item, which could help out. Not only that, it is the immortality. So now he has that second chance, right? And that could be what he needs. It'll buy him a bit more time to maybe get another skill in.
Interesting choice of itemization. Going for the immortality rather than like a Dom Ice or an Antique or even like a Thornmail and just completely negating some of his damage or pushing it back towards him. He's gone for that immortality, and now Pika catches him again in the mid lane. He has locked him in, but Ministar is not ulted. All the damage goes up. He's down to 20%. Can Ministar get away from this fight as Pika's closing it down on him? It looks like no, the immortality is popped. Pika's just waiting to kill him when he spawns, but a lot of damage is actually traded back. Now Private's taken down with 3-2. Pika takes the W. He's on to the finals.
What a game that was. That was definitely a great game. 3-2 into the hands of Pika with the reverse sweep at that. Private takes the first 2. Pika takes the last 3. Private just died on screen. Potato down. Potato down. Someone call an ambulance because Pika is coming. Ben, are you ready?
I am so afraid. I've been afraid of this man since the tournament began. I don't know what I will do. Pika is coming for me, man. No more Pika Pikas in the chat. I need some help this time, boys.
Now,
it's actually Pika's a real threat.
Yeah, it's the only match we haven't seen.
Yeah.
It's the only player you haven't gone against, right, Ben?
I don't know. Have I played Pika? Thankfully, I have
No.
not, and that may be why I made it here to where I'm at.
It's definitely going to be a spicy one. AV, any thoughts about it? Who's your vote on AV while we have Ben on screen? Don't be scared.
Here's the thing. No, I'm not scared. Actually, I wanted to play against Ben, but I don't know. Pika's got crazy skills, but I still think that if Ben decides to go for that idiot, I still can't figure out how to freaking counter that hero. So I don't know. My vote will go with Ben. He took me down from the main bracket, and then he pushed me all the way to the loser brackets. I think I'm gonna go with Ben.
That's low. That's low.
I've been also contemplating how to beat the Edith, right? I was in chat earlier, like, how do we beat Ben's Edith? I think the true thing is DHS build. Pika, something with DHS, something to melt him down, because he's gonna build full tank. We all know this.
Is he?
No, I'm talking about you, Ben. You're gonna build full tank.
Yeah,
and,
is he? Who knows?
Yes,
man?
yes. Maybe
I
he
could
pulls out the
hop over to
Lapu.
the dive off
Maybe
myself.
it's all
the
been
Lapu comes
a trick, you know. It's
Maybe
leading
I have
up to
something
these final
special
moments.
that I've been preparing. You know, throw in
Any
a third
last
pick there.
Before you jump in, any last words from you, Ben?
Oh man, I've been afraid of this moment the entire time. I'm not gonna lie. This is the guy. I knew that I was gonna have to beat Pika to win this, and here we are in the finals. Pika, good luck, my friend. Let's make it a good match for charity. Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
Most definitely. So you guys will not be coming back on after this match. Just want to give you guys a second. We already sent them. I'm sorry, Ben and AV. Their final words, I heard them. They were like, "We love the NASL. We love you, Trex. It was such a great event." Thank you guys so much for joining us, Ben, AV. It was such a pleasure, Ben. I'm excited to see you in this final game. If you win, if you win or lose, we'll probably have you back up on here. AV, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. And now I am joined with Wheezy, the villain, the anti-hero himself, and some new face. How you doing? Who is this?
That's some holiday spirit for sure.
Wheezy's first
Frosty,
words.
Frosty the
That's some
snowman.
holiday spirit for sure.
It's Frosty the snowman right there. Luna the snow woman.
Luna the snow girl.
There you go.
No longer the chef. Luna the snow girl, coming in to bring the heat. Do you think you're gonna melt, or are you ready for this last match, Luna?
I want more spice.
More spice.
More spice.
Love your style. Wheezy.
I'm looking forward to the next game. I mean, Pika versus Ben. Like you said, the Edith, even myself, I did the same thing. I was like, how do you counter this hero? Like, I did my best. I'm literally like, Martis is like my main hero, you know? I was able to take towers, play safe, but like when it comes to that sudden death, like what can you do, you know? So you have to run something that's able to pierce that armor. And I think going with something with the Demon Hunter Sword is definitely going to be crucial. You know, if I had to guess any heroes that I would think of that could possibly do it, right? It possibly a marksman, maybe like a Wan, maybe able to get that job done. You know, maybe a carry. Heroes that can surprisingly get it done that could kind of be pulled out. Like Ben Sweat, he doesn't want me to give this information away, but you know, I'm gonna let the world know.
Don't do it again. Don't do it to him. Not again.
Possibly something that's not even thought about. If Hilda could probably get the job done. I think Hilda can 3-0 Edith, but you know, this just don't quote me on it. Depends on the
I don't
player
think
as well.
Pika's gonna even listen to us. I think Pika's already picked his hero. I'm not gonna lie.
Pika's a take base, so he might know a little bit about Hilda. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I think there's definitely some interesting things to come out of this. But like we said, both of these influencers made their way to the finals, so definitely not the easiest thing to do. And shout out to both of them for getting to this spot. Also, shout out to everybody that's been a part of this event, no matter where you kind of landed on the bracket. Speaking of shout outs, though, we did hit over $1,000, $1,070 now in terms of donations. So thank you so much for everybody donating today. It's all about the kids. Toys for the tots over there, and then it's bring Christmas to kids. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. That's amazing. We definitely hit over the cap, which is a huge generosity from everybody that took part in this, and we're all from the NASL, and everybody here just shows your passion and just shows you're willing to donate which goes a long way. Like we said, this goes to kids who don't have the opportunities that a lot of other people have in the world for these amazing gifts, and to be able to send $1,000 their way on top of the $1,200 that to the choice of charity for the winner of this event is going to send is insane.
Luna, how are you feeling about that?
Huh?
How are you feeling about that, Luna?
I
We got
am-
some time to kill. It's only 10:30. We'll let them boys get sweaty for a second. Luna, give me something.
Me? I want to see some different. I don't want to see any more fighters. I want to see some marksmen, not Edith.
Ooh.
Let's see some Mia, some Layla, some Clint, something.
I was actually thinking that Mia could work against the Edith. That was
I think Mia
possibly
could
going to
work
be
well.
my pick. DHS, Mia, speed build, get the stun off, Moonlight, all that, whatever. I was thinking it could be possible, but who knows what Pika's going to pull out here. Let's see these final 2 Trash Talk videos of the night coming in to Ben versus Pika.
Yo! So, to participate in this 1v1 tournament, I have to trash talk the competition, which, in my case, not really an issue. So, I'm going to start at the top of the list. T-Rex Senpai. We have history. He has beat me twice. I beat him 1 time. I'm looking to get revenge. Next up, I'm actually really scared of Pika. Pika's like the highest rated player out of all of us. Mythic Glory, 1,000 points. Best friends with MOBA Zane. Like, this dude plays with all the pros all the time. But he's a support. He's like a tank main. And so he's like that Angela who only plays with her boyfriend and only ults her boyfriend. So that's Pika. I'm not too worried about it, but kind of still a lot scared. Yeah, I'm scared. Next up, we have G. Now, G is really good at Zask, and that's it. So not really worried about that one. I think we'll be all right. Then we got Private. Private's like a potato XP laner. I'm not really worried about that. We've gone head up 1 time in the lane, and I think I dominated. So I'm not worried about Mr. Potato, but he could have a couple tricks up his sleeve. Next up, I think we have Wheezy. Now, Wheezy is actually the only pro, I think, in this event. I think, at least. And he's got like 3 pro teams, but all of them suck. So I don't think I should be worried too much. Now, me and Wheezy actually have history as well. We were in a tournament together a long time ago, and the only thing he could play was Valier and Vale in the off lane. So I think I'm good. Next up, we have Kookman. Cookie Main. She's a Florin main. So I'm not worried again. You know, what are you gonna do? Heal me to death? And then we got Imbe. Never seen her play, but I've heard her voice, and if she hits me with a screech attack, it would be super effective. Let's see, who else do we have? That's it. No one. Who else am I scared of? No one.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bring the Heat. I'm your boy Pika, and this is why I'm going to win. Because I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. You got that?
If it comes down to a fight, Private, you take the fight. We're on. All right, we are on, guys. Sorry, we were making some caster calls. If you guys can hear all the people in the background, this is going to be a full-on, full-team cast. I've never been on a desk this big. Joining us is Private, Xena. AV's still muted. That's okay. Feel free to stay muted. Whoever else wants to unmute, though, this is the finals, and we felt like it would just be a nice touching effect to have all of us live react to this game. Ben versus Pika. Private, how you feel?
I'm feeling pretty. I mean, there's a little bit of butt hurt in there. I don't know where my butt is on this potato, but it
hurts.
It's a little sore right now. So, but I'm excited to see who goes ahead and takes the title here tonight. What are you thinking about this, Xena?
Shoot. I thought you were going to take it. You guys had a really close match last game. That was really fun to watch. That was it. That was so intense. But right now, Pika and Ben has taken it the whole way. Like, he has not lost one. But then he's gonna
Most
lose this one.
definitely. We're gonna make this simple since everybody's on here. At the end of this, at the end of each of you guys' sentence, just pick someone randomly. Like right now, Luna, how do you feel about this game? Make a call.
Bring the heat because it's cold.
Great job, Luna. Wheezy. Let's test this again. Let's try this out again.
Well, I would have to say between both of them, I mean, making it to the finals is definitely not easy. But if Pika does not find an answer to this Edith, I don't know if there is one. So if anybody can do it, it's definitely Pika. And I know Ben's been kind of harping on that throughout this tournament, trying to get Pika taken down for a reason. You know, he is a player that's hit high mythical glory, so maybe he has some hidden answer that none of us have seen before. So I'm excited to see which way this goes. I want to see if Ben is going to actually pick out the Edith to finish the day, or if he's going to go for that Lapu Lapu. But I think if it was a smart decision, I would go with what's been working without with the thing nobody has an answer to. But I gotta ask, AV, what do you think going into this match? Who will take it?
I'm excited to see Ben again on the Edith. I just want to say, playing on a PC is not easy. He's actually doing crazy stuff with the Edith playing on a PC. That's
Correct.
another level. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what Pika can do as experienced player.
Yeah, I'm just saying Ben's head is not as big right now.
That's-
It might.
You're right. Why did his head get smaller?
His head is smaller. That might be the loss because of that.
It's a very good
Make
point.
it big. You gotta have his eyeball out.
It's for each player. Like if he's very confident, you know, the bigger the head gets on the screen. But the going against that Pika, like I said, somebody's kind of worried about. So, you know, Pika almost the same size as him right there in that picture.
I mean, his
Pika
head is
is in
still
the
5
chat.
times the size of Pika right now. So
Pika in the chat saying, I'm going to take down Goliath in the live chat right now. He's confident. He doesn't even need to look at his Mobile Legends game. He's in the chat right now talking down to Ben. I like it. It's spicy. I love it. Ben, where you at? Show up. Give us something. Give us something to talk about because there is something else. AV, focus. Now, we did get some more donations. We've now hit 1.1K private.
yeah, that's amazing. Oh, I'm seeing $1,105. We have exceeded the goal that we put up there, and the goal was something that I kind of thought like, oh, just throw 1,000. 1,000 will be a nice round number. Maybe we get 200. But guys, you have proved me wrong. The holiday spirit, just the giving nature, and we really appreciate it. Just like I said, if you guys are just joining us, we are here at the grand finals of the inaugural first ever Bring the Heat charity event, the last and final event for the North American Squad League of the year. A weekend before the holidays are upon us, just after finals for everybody who gets to relax and let all that stress out from all of your exams that you guys just had. $1,200 on the line, 50,000 diamonds, prize pool. One of these guys is going to be walking away with a big chunk of that here just coming up. And then, of course, you see the donations in there. But not just that. For you guys, for the viewers, for you people watching and the fans, hashtag BTH, you people. Hashtag BTH 2022 for your chance to win one of 6 skin giveaways that are going to be happening here. We'll be drawing the names here at the end. Trex is going to be rounding up those names for us. But guys, we are ready to get into this match, waiting for both of them to get their characters picked. And man, I'm excited, Wheezy.
Yeah, I'm excited too. But like we said, it's gonna be a battle. Is it like David versus Goliath right now? You know, that Edith over there in Ben's hands. And the question is, who's gonna take him down? Pika having that high hero pool, definitely gonna have a little bit of a wild card. And I'm interested to see who it's gonna be, right? As the problem is definitely jumping up against that primal wrath, being able to burst them down with that inspired tide attached to it, and also having the physical defense as that tank Edith to kind of not really worry about these engagements. The later the game goes, the better off it is for Ben. Even like you've seen in his picture, the later we go inside of Bring the Heat, the bigger his head gets in the versus screen. So you definitely have to watch out for that as we are going to be slowly jumping into this game. But I have to say, if I have to give it to one, this is a hard one. You know, Ben took me out. So you know what? No, it's not hard at all. I'm going to give it to Pika. But I have to ask, For Trex, who would you give this one to?
The only thing I can say right here is Ben just cracked his first smile, but normally he laughs at us whenever we're talking about his huge head on that screen. You can definitely tell he is taking this one very serious. Pika as well, and I don't know, man. I think when it comes to just straight 1v1s, Ben does this a lot on stream. It's something he has done for the past, like, I've known Ben for about 2 years. It's something that he's involved into his streams for a long time. So I think out of everyone, he probably has the most experience in this. Pika is a great player, but I think Ben just may be the one that's a bit more prepared tonight. Xena, how do you feel?
Dude, man, like I said, he took the whole win. Ben, what is it, 4 wins in a row he's gotten? But
yes.
I don't know. I really feel that he may take it actually. So Ben might take the whole thing and win, which will be really cool to see. Like he straight out just won all his games. Luna, what do you think?
Oh man.
Break the heat.
These guys are bringing the heat for sure.
Keep
You know,
going,
we've seen Pika pick they're off what, 3 times? Like, I don't know. See, I can't count, but you know, then is Ben's comfort pick the Edith? Look at him. And with the funny little recall there. Oh, you see an invasion? Oh, a little tease on the side. He's like, ooh, what you gonna do? Are you gonna take it? No, you're not. Let's see what they do here.
She's like a child book storyteller.
Who's got the predictions next?
You just pick somebody. Just say their name, Luna.
Go, Trex, go! I choose you.
Thank you for that. Thank you. You've caught on. I appreciate it. Luna, you're doing great. We love you.
I caught on.
Bring the heat. Private, how do you feel? We're back to you.
Ooh.
It's pretty interesting. You can see just getting out of there. Abyssal Smash coming in there. Don't put him down.
Oh, damn, this battle. Oh, wow. That was a good battle right there.
Sneaky.
It could have gone either way. They were all neck and neck. Their life was down to 1 hit. Jeez.
Oh, man, Ben looking a little nervous there now. That composure.
His back got a little unstiff.
Oh man, I know there's a lot on the line between these two right now. Like we said, $12,000 to the favorite charity, choice of charity, and then also 50,000 diamonds. So this is an interesting match. You've seen Pika pick up the Dairoth. We know Dairoth has that burst potential, especially if Pika takes advantage of it in the early game like you've seen. But like I said, the later this game goes, it might be a little bit harder for him to get that kill over onto Ben. So Ben maybe need to play a little bit more patient. But we are looking at the Retribution Dairoth also with the high and dry, right? This is that Ben running with that Edith with the Inspire. So both of them have a slight advantage in terms of the fight. The question is who will prevail. I don't know. I would have to say already 1 kill on the way for Pika. That's definitely a huge advantage, but this is kind of like my situation. I got first blood, and then out of nowhere, I just got dominated by that Edith. So got to be a little bit careful as you progress to that 15-minute mark going forward. If you had to say, for these two, though, the way this is going, do you think that Pika can kind of close it out? Oh, speaking of close out, possible clash.
Be a very quick one.
Oh my goodness, Pika already 2-0! And Ben now sweating! Oh my goodness.
I told him about the damage. I said the Dairoth damage is insane. Nobody believed me. They all thought I was just trash.
I've gone against them.
The Dairoth is
damage
scary.
is crazy.
Pika's been on a roll, right? He's won so many games now. Yeah, I'm on here. I'm alive.
Stepped away from the production.
I am.
Man is here for the finals. Private, give us your input. I mean, no, Aiko, give us your input.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. There you go.
Just snuffed him.
You just like stomp me in, right? You know? No, it's I mean. It's looking good here, man. Pika's been on a roll, right? You know, even though Ben's been in the top bracket, I mean, for right now, I feel Pika's been warmed up and ready to go, while Ben's just been in the caster seat. He might be actually turning into a T-Rex.
I don't know who that was a bigger diss on, me or Ben. But,
I think Pika's got his warm-up games on, and now he's got his like big boy pants on. He's ready to take it. He's like, oh, I got my warm-ups now. I'll show him what my high ranking is all about. I'll show him where I'm at, where I came from.
It's interesting because with the jungle pick up for this and having the retribution, he's farming so much better. My goal was to try to get in there in case he tried to dodge out with the flicker, that I would use that, but just it seems here having the ability to farm and getting that hunter strike faster really is just doing a number on Ben. He cannot tank through it even when he goes into that primal wrath as well. So this is gonna be really interesting to see. We're all serious mode from Ben right now. He's 100% concentrated on this. Pika even has the helmet off. He's ready. He's ready for this finals here right now. He's leaving it all right here, right now. Luna.
Oh man, it comes down to it. Is it the man bun? Or is it the...
Wow, the disses.
The Attack on Titan sweater in the back.
Oh, jeez.
God.
Eren Yeager.
I mean, Team Retro, Team Inspire, let's go. It's definitely going in with all the farming, and someone's busy, just clearing, so... Let's see where this all ends up. Spice or not?
There's a huge level gap right now. What, 4 levels for Pika? I mean, and this has been the thing all night for him. He's ran the gauntlet through 4 opponents, now on to Ben. I mean, it's just been back to back, and this Dairoth is definitely very scary, AD.
Oh, into the turret though! Oh, look at this! Oh my god! Wow, the confidence.
You just let him know your Edith is useless. That's what that was. He's like, listen, it worked on everybody, but not me.
Pika said he was tired of that helmet, like blocking his view. He said, now you get to see me clack your cheeks, He's ready for it.
Kind of scary, but wait a minute. A bit of an engage, but like we said, Pika only needs one more kill to close this out. And that puts Ben in an awkward situation where he has to play a little bit safer, and that's what you're seeing. Being a little over-aggressive is going to be hard, especially with the difference in level. But Pika do some serious damage. Primal Wrath going out, but that will waste the ultimate in the hands of Ben, and a good advantage over there for Pika, as he still has that Abysm Strike to kind of work in his favor. We are seeing Ben needing to possibly recall, with Pika being almost full HP. It's going to allow him some separation to possibly go for this tower.
I want to point out one of the things that we're seeing. Hold on, Private. Let me say this real fast. One of the things I'm seeing is that Pika's really not pushing towers, right? Like, he's all about getting the farm right now. He's just bouncing around from every jungle to just keep the farm up, keep the level difference, keep the gold gap, and he doesn't want to. I don't know if he's just scared of the Edith and the second tier tower or what, but he's farming. Go ahead, Private.
Well, I think that's mostly due to just maximize. He's just maximizing his time right now. There weren't any lane minions in there. He's going through the jungle, making sure that he collects up every single thing that he can, because he can do it, and Edith can't. Edith doesn't have a great clear when it comes to the jungle. So picking that jungle emblem was the real kind of clincher here, because he's able to run around there. He's almost 3K. Yeah, about 2K, a little over 2K right now, over him right now, and then that 4 level gap right there. So, I mean, it's all about how these next few plays go on. If you can possibly bait him into it, but, I mean, Pika's not taking the bait, not coming in there to the tower. He's just like, oh, you're at the tower? I'm just gonna go ahead and clear out these minions, this entire map real quick.
Just looking at both of them right now, you can tell they're all in it right now. Ben is just definitely focusing on trying to do what he can. And wait a second. Oh my goodness!
Oh, no! The suicide! Oh,
not like this.
Man.
Not like this.
I think this is Pika's way of telling Ben Merry Christmas.
Oh man.
GG's. Well
Good
played
game.
to both of them. Pika with, I said blacklist strat for me earlier, but Pika with the real strategy, tricked us all with the Harley, came in with the Dairoth, is cracking his neck right now. He feels good. Ben had a great run, undefeated the whole time, but there was one opponent he never got to see, and that was the one that beat him in the end. Pika. Ben, GG's, guys.
GG's caster us with everything.
Pika, how are you feeling?
Holy.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling amazing. I told you guys from the start that I'm the best there ever is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. And I wasn't lying when I gave you guys my introduction.
Well, I got a question, Pika. What was the choice in losing the helmet in the final game? What was the strategy on that?
Was that the
You
problem?
know, it was kind of getting in the way, you know, the bars in my face, and I couldn't see well. So I thought I had to remove it, you know, because I had to start taking it more seriously because you guys started trying hard. So I just thought I'll take it off.
Ben,
He's like, I gotta see.
Well, I think we gotta ask another person. Ben, how did it feel in the finals, man? How are you feeling over there?
Not good. Not good. Damn it, man. I said from the beginning it was Pika. I was worried about Pika. And man, I misplayed so hard. He deserves the win. GG, man.
GG's, Ben. Played well. Everyone played well. Like, coming from, like, upper bracket and loser bracket, that happened to play, like, mainly half of you guys. Like, some of the games were super, super close. It was crazy. Had me shaking in some of those games.
Pika was such a nice gauntlet run there through the bottom bracket. I mean, definitely just very well played. You know, through this whole event, we haven't really got to ask everyone who their donations are going to be for, but now that you have one, the $1,200 goes into your hands to decide on where you want to send that donation. Give us a quick, you know, where do you want to send that charity, maybe why, etc., etc.?
I don't specifically have, like, a company or a place I want to donate it to yet, but I think I'm going to donate to, like, a kids hospital or, like, kids with disability, and just because I love working with kids, and I work at a medical field as well, so just being with kids all the time and be with my nieces and nephew, I want to donate it to somewhere that works with someone with kids.
Yeah, it's gonna be great too. We will get the details for that after stream as well. But congratulations, dude. $1,200 gonna be going to the charity of your choice out there, to whoever you want to help there, and not just you, and not just us who donated here, but to the viewers out there. Just like, it's kind of crazy how much you guys came together to go ahead and collect this $1,105 for Toys for Tots. That is probably the most amazing part about this. I mean, putting the event together was the easy part. So, yeah, right. This was a lot of planning and a lot of tears in the background and trying to make sure everything was gonna run smoothly. Hats off to, like I said, Aiko, Ritz, Wheezy, Trex in the background for all the work that they did in the background. Xena even helped with those banners that you saw throughout the Discord, throughout social media. It's even in game. You guys can see the Bring the Heat event in game. So then that was super awesome as well. However, what I want to leave it off on, because we still have to do the draw for the skin. So we're going to be selecting 6 names if we can, Trex. So these people, if you could do me the favor, if you won, just comment below here and I will get in touch with you. So I'll know the names. I just need you to comment below. And,
or join the Discord link is also in, but yeah, or just comment below. If you could comment, yeah, just join the Discord and send private a message. That's your best.
If you really want your skin.
Yeah, or private if you want to like put your, I'll pin privates. What we'll do is I'll pin, because sometimes Discord's weird. I'll pin private's Discord number and stuff into the chat.
There you go.
Just send him a message if you get one.
Do you want to share your screen, T-Rex, while you pull, so they know? I can throw it up on the screen real fast.
Are we that untrustworthy?
I don't know. I'm just, just making sure. We can do whatever we want to do.
Pretty much, there's 27 people eligible right now. We're using the bot. I'm just gonna roll the first name. E-Money. E-Money is the first winner. We'll share. I'll share my screen if you want to put it up. People don't.
Yeah, I can put it up.
You want to like square out a little box.
Yeah.
E-Money is our first winner. E-Money, you know how to get a hold of private.
Give me a second, and I'll put it up
Second
there.
winner will be Absolute Gnar. Absolute Gnar. You got the little
Oh,
antlers and the pink hair or
congrats,
something.
Absol.
Absolute Gnar.
Oh,
Gnarly, bruh. Do you guys, would one of y'all know her?
Yeah, we know
him?
Absol.
Know them?
Him.
yes,
Absol?
yes.
He's a streamer on Twitch,
Super
y'all.
So then you will also know how to get a hold of the people since you know Xena and them. Assassin Venom. Assassin Venom is our next winner. Assassin Venom.
Congrats.
Pika, Private, what's your Discord info? We'll just start putting it in the chat so people can add you on Discord.
1 second, I'm pulling it up now.
If you just want to start like spamming it, or someone just wants to start spamming it in the chat.
Yeah, I got streamed.
Who's whispering back there? I got it. Who's whispering back there? That AV? You're gonna add this name on Discord, send it a friend request to collect your skins, guys. Alright, next name will be Strawberry Moon. Strawberry Moon.
Ooh.
Oh, it even announces it in the chat. That's crazy.
Y'all know Private.
Strawberry Moon. Cool. Oh, it announces it in the chat. There
Yeah,
you go.
it literally.
So,
That's
so you don't
awesome.
have to share screen.
No. It announces it in the chat.
Next up will be, how many more do we have?
He's just hitting the button.
You did 3.
You got 3.
You got 3 more.
ARN. If you win, contact this Discord. If you win, contact this Discord. Arn. Like arm but with an N, or like yarn
Arnold.
without the Y, or like Arnold without the old.
Jesus.
Correct. True Spirit is number 5. Number 5, True Spirit. You've won the giveaway, as the night bot has said.
I feel like
Bro, am I the only one who doesn't know these people?
T-Rex is like the one guy that's.
I feel so out of the loop and uncool right now.
Got one more. Drum roll.
One more, the final giveaway. Drum roll, everybody. Everybody. There we go. El Manny. I know that one. El Manny. With the hard hit. El Manny.
Coach himself.
Congrats.
All right. That is
Congratulations to all the winners. That is 6 skins of your choice. Go ahead and contact me. They've been spamming my name in the chat. Just go ahead and hit me up in Discord, and I will coordinate with you to make sure that you get those skins. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and we're gonna go down the line. This is
A round table.
Absolutely exciting event there. Let's go ahead and start us off, Ben.
Oh man, I'm
Final
so
words.
depressed now. I don't know.
And for the kids.
Shine, man, I was almost there, undefeated, and then Pika was like, "I'm gonna run die rod." Oh man, feels bad, man. But I mean, I can't be too sad because, guys, I mean, we did just raise like $3 grand for charity altogether, you know. So, or wait, $2 grand? Like
2,400.
right? So like that's incredible. I'm so happy to be a part of this. Thank you for the guys that set this up. Thank you for everybody who came, and then a special thanks to everybody who donated. I think like we made a huge impact for the few people we are. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I love you. Thank you.
Xena?
I love it.
Oh, what?
Last
Any
What?
final words?
Final words? I thought I said my final words earlier.
Get more.
You get a
More.
little bit
You're
more
so great.
airtime.
You and your big mugs.
Oh yes, my
Oh,
big
jeez.
mugs. Oh gosh, I don't have a big mug today. It's kind of like a little small thing. But I do want to say thank you all for coming and watching the whole event. To all the people in the chat, and also for everyone that put everything together. Trex, Private, G, you guys are awesome. This was great. See, like being able to play with fellow streamers and just having fun. It was a blast, and the fact that it's for charity. This was amazing, and I look forward to doing more things like this with you guys, so I appreciate it all. Oh, Papa Bear. Oh, that's cute.
Luna?
Any final words, Luna?
Ooh,
Ooh, oh,
super
jeez.
excited that everybody had fun. It was super intense. I'm so glad that I met all these other streamers and influencers. super excited for the event leading up to this because I was like nervous. I was like, I don't know what to do. Get my cheeks clapped. But big thanks for everybody who supported it, everybody behind the scenes and putting it together. Private, G, like Trex, you guys are OP. All the casters, OP. And everybody in chat, thank you for all the donators, everything.
Easy.
Just like to say thank you everybody for tuning in. Definitely had an insane turnout. Like we said, it's all about the kids. It's all about the charity and the holiday spirit. To be able to raise, over $2,000 in charity within a matter of 3 days is an insane task to do. But with all of us together, we were able to accomplish it. So thank you guys so much. Like I said, this is for those kids who have less fortunate events than we do. So definitely gonna kind of put a smile on their face going forward from today. It doesn't just stop here at the end of the stream. It's definitely gonna go all throughout the holidays with the amount of money that we saved up together as a whole. So thank you guys in the audience. Thank you to the NASL for giving me the opportunity to kind of experience this influencer invitational. I didn't get to go as far as I wanted to, but I definitely had a blast nonetheless. Definitely enjoyed it, and I appreciate being a part of it.
Yeah, sending it off to me, I guess, myself, No, I'm glad to be here. I had fun. It was tricky. I was doing production. This is probably the biggest and the biggest event we've done with so many different influencers, and actually having them on cam, which was a fun experience. It's good to see all of you guys. I've actually seen all of you in Vegas, so it's good to actually see that we continue our love for our communities, for esports, for kids, and then of course wherever I think Pika is going for kids as well. So again, we've raised so much money for kids, and it's amazing. It's the holidays, and thank you guys in the community, thank you guys in the chat for everything you've raised, all the donations, and I'll send it off to the Santa Potato.
I'll go last. We'll just toss it up to AV. Any final thoughts between I keep saying AV. AV is both of you. So one is Ariel, and now I don't know go ahead.
Actually, you're right. So I am AV and she's Ariel. So yeah, it's not AV. Yes, but it's both of us. So we're both grateful because even though I'm the one playing, she's supporting me, and even the videos, she actually came out with the idea on how to shoot it and all of that. So she was actually she's coaching me. She's like, all right, so what if you try this hero and all of that? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I should try that, or maybe I should stick to my comfort zone or whatever. So she practices with me too. How do I beat Ben? I don't know. I already know thanks to Pika. But anyways, everyone, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for having us, inviting us for this. Yes, we got to meet in Las Vegas, but we were, I got to Las Vegas that day and I left that day, so I didn't really get to hang out with you guys that much. But I feel a lot closer now with you guys, which is pretty amazing. Also, you guys, the idea of making a charity stream is actually really awesome. Tournament with all the influencers. So thank you so much for the chat for contributing for this noble cause. And I don't know, I got nothing but respect for all of you guys, and you guys are awesome. Let's keep going for 2023.
Me?
Yep.
I think I'm next on the circle.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you guys. I think this is, like G said, we all met in person in Vegas, and I think immediately after that, and even during that, me, Private, and G were kind of in the thoughts of wanting to do something like this with everybody. Now that we've all kind of gotten to know each other more, there's been a lot of questions about the NASL and what we're going to do next year, and I think our goal has always been to bring together communities and bring together streamers, and it's been something I've had a passion for, and that G and Private, and now even Wheezy has been contributing towards, and all of us have. I think the NASL has really just come together, and this whole community of NA Mobile Legends is coming together, and this is just a great send-off for the year. There was a lot of stress before this event came up, you know. We were getting together a lot of stuff. We pitched it out 8 weeks ago, and we threw it together. Xena helped with some of the banners. Private, Wheezy, G, Ritz, me, like we all got this together. The streamers all came together. Everyone put in a video and stuff. We asked a lot from these guys. You know, this is the first event I think a lot of them have been a part of where we've been like, yo, we need this, and we had to hound on them, and they all came through. You know, everybody came through with amazing videos, and it was really just a pleasure to see so many content creators come together for something. And I mean, we raised almost $1,000, over $1,000 from chat, over $1,000 from all of us. If that doesn't speak for itself, I think it's just awesome, and I honestly cannot wait for next year. And this is just a taste of more stuff to come. So thank you, everyone. Thank you to the chat, the viewers. But honestly, this time my biggest thanks is to all of the streamers that got involved in this. Thank you guys. I am super excited for next year.
Pika.
I just want to say thanks to Trex, G, and Private for making all this happen. If it wasn't for you guys, like, this wouldn't happen. And it's crazy because I know how hard it is to like host a tournament if it's a 5v5 or who? Sorry,
Wheezy helped
this time
Wheezy
too.
and Wheezy as well. And I know it's difficult in hosting tournaments, even 1v1. I know it takes a lot of work as well. Also want to thank you to all the content creators that participated, taking our time to make this charity event happen and putting it all in a good cause. I appreciate and respect every single one of you. And also I wanted to say thank you to the chat and the viewers for being here and for all the donations. You guys are amazing. You guys are great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, guys, it has been a great, emotionally taxing, physically demanding last few weeks for this. Like we mentioned there. Also, like I said, there's a lot of things that go on in the background. Special shout out to Ritzith. I know Trex had talked about it a little bit. You see her in chat, but she was a big part of it in the back, but doesn't get the glory of having her face up here next to us. But she did a lot of hard work as well. Yeah, one day we'll have her up here. We'll force her up here in front of you guys. But big shout out to you guys, the chat, for the donation. That was the biggest part of this. That was the biggest shocker for me. But man, everybody who came here together, it's just, it feels great, and it's just fitting for the holidays. And this is just a taste of things to come here. Like I said, if you guys did win the giveaway, go ahead and get me your name. Everybody's information, their link trees, their social medias can be found in the description. It doesn't matter who your favorite was, go ahead and add all of them. You can find them sprawled out all around Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. They are hitting it from all different corners. But guys, thank you so much to the streamers, the influencers, the coaches, to viewers. Thank you to everybody for making this an even more successful event than any of us could have imagined. But with that, guys, it's time for you guys to go ahead, focus on your own families, and have a little fun. This is all of us from the North American Squad League and from North America signing out, and hope you guys have a great holiday.
All right, one request. Let's all say, bring the heat to end it. 3, 2, 1. Bring the heat!
Bring the heat!